All right, boys and girls. 3 a.m. Back at it. Take your sips of coffee while you got it. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening. We're going to be watching some MPL ID tonight, today. Whatever time zone you're in, we'll be watching MPL ID. Yo, yo. It is about 3 a.m. It is 2:54 a.m. right now. Huh? These 2 days thought Diddy didn't see you. These 2 days thought Diddy got you. Bro, not the Diddy smoke, bro. Leave Diddy out of this. Don't put Trex and Diddy in the same sentence, bro. Oh, I didn't drop my NACT prediction videos, guys. Oh. All's good though. I'm still waking up. I'm still waking up, guys. Why is my chat not working, yo? There we go. Sorry, guys. Trying to get chat to work. It was being a little weird. It was being a little weird. Oh, man. If you guys are just coming in, make sure you hit the like button. It really is appreciated. All that good stuff. Oh. What's up, Ken? Welcome. Welcome, Ken. Still getting some energy back, so I'm still kind of waking up, so I'm sorry, guys. It is nice matches. We got Aura Geek, Onic, BTR, and RRQ Alter Ego. Should be good matches. The only shitty thing is That it's none of it's time for Onic to get revenge. I mean, statistics go, they should win their next game, right? They've lost 3 in a row now. At some point, they have to win, right? Onic's on a rough lose streak right now. What next video? What do you mean? What next video? Got some time to kill. We alone are the bush camped ones. What does that even mean, bro? We alone are the bush camped ones. Lonely, what's up? Speed goes hard. Bro, Echo versus AP Bread next week. I'm hyped for that. I don't have to work this weekend, and I don't have to work next weekend, so I'm kind of hyped that I get to stay up late and not really stress about it. No NACT this week. I will probably drop some in the morning before the series start. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Ugh. They don't take an hour before the broadcast starts. I mean, before the show starts? Like 15 minutes, not even. So it is starting a little late today. It is starting a little late today. Great question, Ken. Who knows? All right, guys. It's okay. It's okay. We're just hanging out. You're right. Maybe I should just put my stream off. Maybe I should have made my stream not start till like 3:30. But I wanted to hang out with you guys. Yeah, bro. China 2 slots. Crazy world, huh? What a world we live in. Those were garbage, bro. I think Ken's point is like, we probably could have got a wild card slot. It would have been nice if we got a wild card slot, which is kind of true. We're not going to go into all that right now. We've covered that on several streams. Anime Alchemy, what's up, man? Doing well. Wait, is Boots out? Tell me Boots is out? Who's subbing in? Loopy? Loopy? Lupi? Lupi? I saw something. Sure, we'll figure out how to pronounce it later on today. And we got Evos is all over the place. Head coach becoming analyst, new head coach, all kinds of stuff. Vin's back in RQ. Lemon back. What was the other things? There was a bunch of changes. Huh. 5 minutes, baby. All right. Bulls. All right, all right, all right. It's about time, I guess. What time is it here? It is 3:08 a.m. It's 3:08 a.m. right now. So we did just kind of wake up, and that's why we're drinking some coffee. We're getting ourselves pumped up. Oh. Is it normal to wake up at 3 a.m.? For me it is. When you're a guy who, it's also normal for me to sleep in past 3 a.m. sometimes and not be able to hit the live stream button for you guys, even though I scheduled one. But hey, we'll pretend like that never happened a week or two ago. Whew. Why do you keep saying still 1 hour left, bro? Like 30 minutes left. Once the stream starts, it gets easier, though. Once the stream starts, it gets easier. Bro, what do you mean your eyes getting black? You need sleep. I just woke up. Woke up, bro. Eyes are not black. I'm good. Now in like 5 hours that we could talk. All right. I guess we could watch
right here as Monster Vicious flipping everything on its head despite a strong performance from RGMY that made it seem like they clearly outclassed this new team to the MPL stage. Monster Vicious says, nope, we still got some pocket strats down there.
watch some Malaysia while we're waiting.
Show them to you. This is an incredible performance right now in a very unexpected way. RGMY, while they do still have some late game scaling here, their team fight definitely does not quite match up to what Monster Vicious has. So the approach to how they get kills and extend their influence across the map needs to be very...
What's going on over here, bro?
It's a low kill count game. We're pushing in towards the 17th minute as well. I feel like Monster Vicious is going to start hitting a brick wall sooner rather than later against RGMY, who are eventually getting their level 15s pretty soon as well. So with no inhibitors missing, it really comes down to how do you actually play this Lord dance. And let's look at the in-game equipment to see whether or not there's anything out of...
Oh, they got Granger? Granger Jungle?
All across the
Mr. Subway Surfer?
And it looks like, oh, we're also not seeing any no winds of nature coming up from the carry at all. It's just
Bro, I don't even have any mods in my chat right now. What do you mean all my mods are wild?
They also shows as a thunder belt, right? So a bit more durability.
Yeah, this is a much more popular...
Those are members, not mods.
You do build the hero a bit of a semi-tank because
They have stars next to their names. That means they're members, not mods.
In her passive. So if you're able to make...
But yeah, most of my members are pretty wild.
...a little bit longer in team fights, it's actually very
hey, man.
good for them. RGMY doing a good job of matching rotations across the map, but Lolita and Storm here, they're waiting for some to walk into their trap.
good game sense here. Good game sense from the side of MV. If you're gonna move, you gotta move.
I thought the one
together.
for a second. I thought the 1-0 was the kills.
And that means that no pull yet. I mean, Monster Vicious, they haven't been handling this top wave for quite a while, and that eventually allowed RCMY to get the tier 1. Now they're going to be on the Lord.
I mean, they're okay with that, right? It's better than sending Subway up and being like, hey, could you clear?
Oh, they're looking for Zeno.
Oh.
Did they find it? Yep, Zeno, he's going to go down. Unfortunately, Monster Vicious.
Bro, Mashuda, it's 3 a.m. I'm allowed to yawn, bro. Stop picking on me, man.
Pants down there. I mean,
First I got black eyes, now I'm yawning.
the rest of the team, and now
I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. An hour ago.
Kaiser's position. This could be deadly. Monster Vicious, they do not know this Izanami. Happy to put himself in the line of fire. Subway can't get the snipe. Ruff wants to follow up, but also cannot get that done. Nova Escobar pushed away by Loliel.
Oh!
And Ruff also not in a healthy state.
That didn't even make sense, man.
Yep, they have to give this up. Nothing they can really do about this. They have to wait for the full 5v5.
Might yawn again here in a second.
Man fighting.
There we go.
And almost guaranteed to lose the game off of that one push.
Yep, an incredible events coming out from RGMY here, slowly picking off the members of Monster Vicious one by one because they understand that they're not going to be able to win these big 5v5 team fights. Unfortunately, Zeno very much experiencing the reason why
Coffee, bro.
Keto players do not go for that full damage build. You just end up melting so quickly, especially in situations like this.
Bro, I just read a comment.
Dan pilih metode pembayaran.
What the hell's going on?
Selamat, kamu dapat tambahan kuota.
Salamat.
Mount a defense here
No.
against this Lord.
Still crazy that the AI winner prediction brought to you by Nestle
No.
still predicts 68% in favor of Monster Vicious despite the circumstances. But we might finally see the first inhibitor drop in this game. The bottom one for Monster Vicious. Lore still fairly healthy and needs immediate attention. And look at Stone's position. Flicker, Divine Judgment, ready at the helm. Eternal Guardian drop. Nova Escobar tries to cover a lot more ground. Zeno doing the same thing in the top side of the map.
What we're seeing here is akin to a very quick reversal. We are seeing this a lot more often in recent late game matches where a single mistake costs you the entirety of your control over the map. There's still
I mean,
100 seconds or so until the next
Gold is close though. This could definitely go either way.
A bit more aggressively, but they gotta avoid being picked off here. This Divine Judgment now having a lot of utility to Monster Vicious, who wants to split up to try and macro.
Am I casting today? No, I'm not casting today. I cast on Sundays, guys.
From early to mid off a small
I'm actually going to a wedding later today.
coming to this point with this overall even score.
Buddy of mine is getting married. Some friends of ours.
Get in on their composition, because if they make that first move, Nova Escobar has an easy way to counter engage, and the same can be said even.
My daughter is going to be their ring bearer, so that's exciting.
Combo with fakes.
It's the Twilight Armor for Venogo already. Going for the Immortality next.
The thing is, I feel like if Zeno was on a slightly more defensive build, if he had things like Dominance Ice and Bloodlust Axe, it would be a lot easier for him to actually like push out and try and set up slow pushes. Instead, he's gonna be forced to wait with his team because he technically acts as another source of DPS, and they cannot afford to lose him before RRG fully commits to
Yes,
the fight.
guys, I have a daughter.
Oh, man.
To anyone
This
that's
is
new,
a
yes, I have a
painful
daughter.
21-minute game.
It
Both
is.
sides
Yes,
really
yes,
don't
yes.
want to lose, especially when they're so deep in there.
Oh, that's
Look
good
at
damage.
that damage.
Ooh, this
I
is
mean,
rough.
both junglers have.
For a second, I
still
thought that
perfect
guy's name
KD
was
so
Nova
far. I mean,
Crowbar.
talk about
Bro,
not wanting to
everyone's-
die in this game and understanding their importance,
Yeah, I
right?
have a daughter,
the
guys.
objectives are getting more and more important by every
Her
single
name
passing minute. And
Is
Zeno,
Baby Dino.
I feel like he was thinking about it, but realizes he can't one-shot Loliel. Not at this point.
What is the play right now for Monster Vicious? RSGMY, they can basically just keep doing what they're doing. Eventually, they're going to catch a straggler because the way that they've been pushing out the lanes has been very clean. But for Monster Vicious, is there any clear example of something they need
Her
to
name
make happen in
is
the next
Baby
couple minutes?
Dino.
Well,
First
I
of
think
her
number one,
name.
They need to find a pick on either Loliels or Izanami. I feel like Venogo, Storm, and even Kaiser probably isn't going to find as much value without their big if they're trying to enable
First of her
someone
name.
without damage, right? And all three of them at this point have pretty much are just giant meat shields with CC.
Look at where Zeno has been waiting in the top brush for a long time and now decides to reset. I thought at least he would try to get some map control and maybe get a flank, or at least push out the wave on the top side. He's not getting anything done. That
Queen of the
means RGMY, they might
Dinos.
just get a free Lord.
First of her name.
Get the pull onto
Oh,
Nova
it's a lot of
Escobar,
damage on
Subway,
Nova Crowbar.
Trying to support his support as much as he can. Nova
Oh,
Escobar
the
gets knocked out, but
response,
the stolen
Izanami.
turtle got it. Immortality is going to pop. Flickers to safety with the heal.
Well played by Nova.
That's crucial resources expended from the side of Monster Vicious.
Being able to get away there,
But the
honestly.
same can be said for RSGMY. They actually committed quite a lot there, and the only thing they got was the immortality from the Minotaur here. So I actually think that Monster Vicious is in a pretty solid position here to contest this Lord, especially now that Divine Judgment is gone for a
Did I
while.
watch the All-Star Rave? I actually did not. I'm not
Yes,
gonna lie.
it is, but the Lord Dance is going to be difficult to play.
I actually did
Two
not.
flickers are already gone. Fakes, though, doesn't have his flicker. Same goes for Nova Escobar. And RSG, considering how they like to actually play these Lord Dances, just drag it out until you have your resources back, right? It wouldn't take too long. Yep, Storm already with the Divine Judgment ready to
Richest
go.
caster in NACT, we're all broke,
Kaiser,
bro.
he's fine standing in that position.
We're all poor.
Seems like it's towards RSGMY. Another pull this time. It's rough for all people. I mean, if you're only onto one person, it might not be enough. And no-go, he's going to slam
Oh,
that
well
giant
played.
blade down. And Nova Escobar removed from the fight.
And RSGMY not overstepping their boundaries as well.
Kaiser?
does lose immortality here. Drops
Oh,
low.
Subway
no.
couldn't finish him off, but is it enough to push RGMY back? Storm just popped it concealed just in case. It might just come down to a miraculous steal from Subway.
Minion wave up top, actually nearly taking the inhibitor here. I think Kaiser will be just in time to stop it, but that could have been a free tower for Monster Vicious.
Oh, again, this time the Terrify fakes.
Oh,
he was ready
God.
to respond. Subway with the Death Sonata. They get the pick onto Izanami.
Oh.
Vinogo, Immortality shattered,
Uh-oh.
and Zeno shows back up with the
Uh-oh.
combo. And the
Uh-oh.
patience paying off for Monster Vicious. Lord
Well played, well
claimed,
played, well played.
and RSGMY on the run. Vinogo,
Well played.
can you get out of this predicament? Fakes. Just accurate with the
Edward
Terrify.
John, any
Monster
advice
Vicious
on
with free.
toddlers?
Oh, man, the
bro,
idea
patience.
was good, but Fake said no.
Patience,
he
bro.
was not going to let him get away
My
with that.
daughter
And now
is
with
3.5
dead,
right now.
This is only a potential closeout
It's a
for
really-
the side of MB. These
it's a
death
really
timers
cool
are
part.
so very, very
I would
long, and
so
the Lord
like
is only
2
going to
and
spawn in
3
3
is
seconds.
a really funny. It's one of the cool things about that age. Is like they're now becoming humans. Like they're getting personality. They're starting to actually like become themselves, right? They're not just this blob anymore.
We could be looking at another tie game here. Will Monster Vicious bring
Oh
another game?
no, that's GG's. GG's.
Of
Well played.
different origins. Monster Vicious bringing some new technology to the big stage.
They're finally like
We are gifted
becoming
with a
humans, you
game.
know. So, which also means like they're getting a bit more sass. They're starting to respond in their own way. Sometimes not always good ways. You know.
A lot of first times here, and it's good to see that they're making this competitive. They're bringing it to all 3 of these games.
I don't have any mods in here right now. Melvin is somewhere. He's probably lurking right now. Melvin is probably lurking.
Matching them in their aggression as well as their team fights.
And Monster Vicious has proved to the world one thing here. Tier 2 metas can
Does my
be
daughter have
brought
a
to the
phone? No,
MPL
bro.
stage
She's
as
3.
long as you have
She
the
doesn't have a
experience
phone.
And the confidence
And I don't
to
let
be
her on my-
able to
so,
pull it off, being able to adjust at that
Mama
final
Dino,
moment to catch
sometimes
out
she will let her
Stone
like
and take advantage of
watch
RGMY's
cartoons on her
own
phone and stuff like
habits.
that. Like if they're
Excellent.
driving or this or that.
Breaker,
I don't
right,
let
fakes
mine on. I don't let Harper on
Vexana
my phone.
Terrify, that was all that it took.
I don't let Baby
And
Dino on my
Zeno,
phone.
We've kind of criticized him here and there, game 1 and game 2, and finally when the most important
I just don't want to like
moment,
start that
man
habit of like
showed up,
asking
took
to
out
use
Loliao,
mine.
that was all that was needed.
Daddy came back with milk now. He finally came back after so long. Don't worry, I'm just going to split push. I'll be back soon. 15 years later. I'm back, son. Welcome home.
Training in the mountains, you know.
Yeah, sitting under
Yep.
waterfalls.
Comes back in a full damage build.
Yeah, full damage build as well. I don't know. It is pretty painstaking. Like, each moment of that game was very painstaking, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears was going into both sides. But let's have a go look backstage to see our MVP of this game. Give it up for Subway here, our MVP on a Granger nonetheless.
I think it's an excellent showing here from Subway, demonstrating to all MPL MY fans that he is not just a one-trick pony, he's not just a Fredrin bot, he's not just a Barat bot. He can have other pocket picks to bring to the table as well. And who would have thought that the double fighter side lane marksman jungle meta would work against a team like RSG MY?
Well, blast to the past nonetheless. This Granger, deadly accurate, 4-0 and 3 nonetheless. This entire game he has been deathless and accurate on the trigger finger. Every time, just being able to not only take important objectives, but that ultimate snipe has always been a crucial tool to whittle down the members of RSG.
I mean, the Death Sonata has been a great tool, not only to kind of slow down engages, but to look for those big executes for the low targets and squishier targets in the composition. I think, you know, pair that with the fact that you have
an old man,
other
guys.
tools at your disposal.
Not talking
as
about
well. As long as you position well, you're generally going to be okay. And Venogod, he didn't get punished too often in this matchup, but at the very least, he did have to always keep that into consideration. What angle do I have to stand in front to block these shots?
Yeah, you look at kind of the KD, especially for Venogo.
I'm an old man, guys.
The one death was the only death.
Nah, man, I'm young. I'm like 22.
Ended the game for RSG MY. So this painfully slow tug of war sort of game.
I'm a young
dino.
dino.
It was MV's patience that really paid off at the end, and just again.
Yeah, man, I'm
taking
17,
advantage
bro.
of RSG's force habits.
I'm 17.
Is this an indication that a team that is very reliant on a singular source of DPS doesn't quite match up in today's meta?
Depends on how you execute it. You can see a lot of times.
I
that when
look
RSG
like I'm. I
that
look
when
like
RSG does
I'm
find
20.
actual
I
good
could. I'm
engagement,
at 20's
didn't
pushing it
matter
with
how
a
much quote-unquote
full
damage
beard
you
like this.
actually had.
20's
It's just
pushing
very
it. Maybe like.
quick, clean, and when you execute it well, you never stood a chance to begin with. And I think that goes for
Maybe
both
like
teams
a
here,
solid
whether it be MD or
25.
even
I think I
RSG.
could pass
One
for a
clean
solid
engagement, that's
20,
all you need,
22.
and basically you win the fight before it even starts.
I think the numbers here,
I'm de-aging
can
like
kind of
Benjamin
reinforce
Button.
that, right?
25 is a
and
solid
Izanami, they both
solid
deal the most damage
25.
to the team, and honestly, on the side of MV, it was Fake's majority of the time because he's a Vexana.
9 months at
Subway,
best.
As this Grainer jungler, didn't do as much as the carry nor the Valentina, but it's the fight that matters for MV. Every time these damage are being pumped up, they're getting something in return.
It goes to show, right? Execution is extremely key. Having some strong fundamentals, and more importantly, just the macro here has been.
Rex looks like
has been
high-tier
setting the
normie.
difference and has been the
High-tier
overall theme
normie.
of
What is a
these past
high-tier
two
normie?
best-of-threes.
Like I just look like a
And it does
mid
feel
dude.
bad for
Like I just
RSGMY. They were doing such
high
a
tier
good
mid.
job of keeping the
Like-
lanes
like-
pushed up and
like if you think
separating
of a
Monster
mid
Vicious
white
so they
guy,
can take
that's me.
advantage of catches with the divine
just
judgment.
like your
But it
mid
turns out
high tier
that
American.
their
You
gameplay,
get Trex.
all it took was that one push for the House of Cards to just come toppling down when there's so much DPS coming out of Monster Vicious, and Subway positioning excellently behind all of the bulk of his team. It's very difficult for RSG to actually jump in and dive that back line. Kaiser, that's kind of his job, but Arla is just not having a good time this season.
Yeah, want to give a quick shout out to Nova Escobar. His response on Minotaur towards every RSG move has been impeccable. His counter engages, his awareness to identify which targets to protect. And the craziest thing
Trex
was
would be good with
prior
pink
to their
hair,
last team
bro.
fight, he was
Chill.
ganked out by multiple RSG members. Not for a second he thought of unleashing that ultimate as a means of escape. He let the immortality tank that revived
What does
him
Riz mean?
afterwards. He had the tool.
It's like charisma, you know? It's your charisma. Your swag, it's like your style, like can you Riz, do you have charisma? That would be the most easiest way to break it down to the average boomer like me. Anti! Bro, Ken does not have Riz. Don't even say that, bro.
MPL Special All Star Week, dimana kita ini bakal rame-rame seru-seruan bersama selain ada 9 tim yang beradu untuk menanjak di klasemen sementara. Dan Memang benar, semuanya sedang bertanding, matchnya seru-seru. Namun kita juga lagi merayakan acara tahunan ini bersama-sama dengan tentu saja banyak banget aktivitas-aktivitas dan juga kegiatan-kegiatan seru yang berlangsung di MPL Arena. Dan gak cuma di sini, tapi juga ada yang nun jauh di sana, ada di Yogyakarta, tepatnya di Mall Pakuwon, Yogyakarta. Semuanya pada seru-seruan banget dari hari kemarin.
Ken does have
Kita
anger
udah tahu
issue
sendiri
raised,
ada
bro.
KOL yang hadir di sana, ada bersama dengan Luminer,
My ears are ringing right now.
R7, lalu juga ada Bangsin dan juga
Wow.
Pika. Ranger Mas juga ada di sana loh. Dan kemarin tuh ada pesta Mabar All Star CrossFit dan rame-ramean. Tapi hari ini juga
Minum itu,
berlanjut
Riz.
keseruannya. Dimana di hari kedua kita akan ada All Star Rave Special Concert. Besok juga ada dong karena 3 hari full weekendnya. Dengan ada All Star Cosplayer Meet and Greet. Ditambah dengan All Star Ngabuburit dan Free Pooper juga di MPL Arena. Jadi semuanya mari kita berpesta bersama, seru-seruan, rame-rame. Dan tentu saja acara hari ini juga spesial banget. Karena kalian semua nih yang lagi di kolom komentar yang lagi rame banget bersama dengan All Star yang hadir. Dan tentu saja hari ini spesial. Mari kita saksikan bersama-sama. Inilah dia konser yang dinanti-nanti.
I don't know what
Lagunya
she's
jangan lupa
saying,
kita akan
bro.
berjoget bersama, bersenang-senang bersama di special konser dari All Star Rave. Let's go!
Uh-oh. Here we go. Is it the Indonesian version? Why does Estes look like that, yo? I don't like the way Estes looks.
開幕の瞬間魂を裏返してゆけ躊躇は
Okay.
ゼロで浴びる光よりも
In this language, this sounds like an anime opening. Anime opening time. This is how anime openings be. Oh, it is Japanese. That's why it has anime vibes.
Welcome to All Star 2024!
There's my girl.
Hey, superstars, team up, enjoy the beat! 無数の人がすれ違いぶつかって去っていく
Okay.
人生のそんなスクランブル交差点の中で偶然のバンプだって見逃したりしないでちゃんと互いを見つけられたありがとう絶え間ない信頼のビートがあるから僕はだっていける
Bro, they all have swag except for Estes, bro. I'm not vibing with Estes.
な本当な素晴らしい音楽だって君とじゃなきゃ意味ないよ僕らが出会えた奇跡のストーリー永遠に歌い継いでいこうきっと世界を変えていくのはたった一人のいるよりも平凡で弱い僕らの絆が導き出す無限 息を合わせて
Vibing.
魂の奥までさらけ出
Vibing.
してみせようなんだって乗り越えてゆけ圧倒的な信念で大切でいい逆境さえも想像裏切って味方に
This
して
is way better than the other one.
僕らの共鳴を世界に広げよう僕の祈り君の祈りが波紋描くリズムの手打ち抜けるそうやって感性集めてワイドショーよバイバイショー
This is actually kind of banger. Not gonna lie. We're actually popping. This is actually woken me up. Giant Esmeralda? Giant Esmeralda hologram?
Time for sparkle. Let the stars be our witness tonight.
Uh-oh, slow jam? Uh-oh. Slow jam? Do they keep going? We get the full concert? Another song? Hey! Melissa making me bark. Wolf's in the chat. People wolfing in the chat like they just dropped the jail, like they just dropped the trailer of Chainsaw Man. Bro, it's all vibes except for Estes. Alright, Estes, do your thing, bro.
Let's play the big symphony. どんな夢を描いて胸を躍らして僕らここへたどり着いたのか決して忘れないそしてこの情熱取り一つ伝えたい
Bro, am I gonna get copyrighted for this? It just hit me.
There's power in music, I just can't explain it. The overwhelming sensation. You don't want to fight the temptation. Sit patient as we change the nation. The drums and keys all connected. Blowing like currents, the vibes so electric. Burning just like a comet. Destined for greatness and no one can stop it.
They actually went kind of hard there. Hey! Drop it! 1, 2, 3, 4. We're kind of vibing. Not gonna lie, we're kind of vibrant. We're kind of cooking. MLBB did its thing. We need to get goosebumps a little bit. Honestly, I think these are our first good songs. I'm not wasn't alive. They cooked. Bro, Estes doesn't even look like cool hipster though, bro.
Mobile Legends, Bam Bam's the best!
Mobile Legends, bang bang the best. Okay. They cooked. That's why we woke up an hour early, boys. They cooked. They did their thing. They did their thing.
Welcome to MPL Indonesia Season 13!
They did their thing, bro. Your favorite hero in MLBB? I don't know. I was a Khalid main for a long time, but one of my favorite skins is the Ruby Elderweeze. I don't know why I like it so much, but it's one of my favorite skins. Rex, Indo or PH food is better? Oof. I think I had dishes that I liked of both.
From MPL Arena, Jakarta. MPL
I think I
Season
like some
13
of PH
is
food a
powered
little
by
more
Moontalk.
just because
Presented
of
by official
it wasn't
tournament
as spicy.
smartphone, Samsung Galaxy. Official e-wallet, GoPay. Official gold partner, UBS Gold. We own this.
Wah, begitu
Sisig-
meriah
Sisig
tentunya
was
untuk
probably my
hari
favorite.
ini di MPL Indonesia Season 13. Di mana
For
match
PH,
hari ini akan
Sisig.
ada 6 tim yang beradu.
That was
Setelah
probably my
kemarin di hari
favorite.
pertama ada 4 tim. Hari ini tentu saja malam minggu, malam yang panjang. Dan kalian akan ditemani oleh Bude Clara Mongsar. Dan juga pertarungan-pertarungan epic yang akan dihadirkan dari 3 match yang berlangsung. Tentu saja hari ini kita udah tadi melihat rame-rame. Ada Melissa, ada Freddy dan juga Access, konser. Dan di Land of Down akankah mereka juga bertemu? Karena sekarang kita melihat banyak sekali pick-pickan hero yang begitu
Yeah, a lot of stuff in
fleksibel,
so that is
begitu
another thing. A
versatile.
lot of stuff
Akankah
in
kita
PH
dikejutkan
just
mereka
kind of
bermain
reminds
di
me
Land
of
of
like
Dawn?
food
Dan
I would
untuk hari ini
eat
di
at
MPL
home here and
Arena,
there.
udah ngeliat udah pada nggak sabar pastinya untuk melihat seperti apa ini pertarungan.
Like it does
Apalagi
give,
ada 2 rookie yang lagi
does
bersinar-sinarnya
give,
nih. Yuk, Bude akan langsung panggilin aja kedua
like
rookie.
Mexican
Udah
vibes,
jungler
right?
dari Geek Fam dan juga Aura. Gugun dan Hazel. Halo.
Halo Bude.
Halo Gun.
Halo.
Apa kabar nih buat week ini?
Alhamdulillah sehat.
Sehat. Nah, kalau dari Hazel sendiri gimana?
Alhamdulillah baik juga.
Kok kamu belum black tengah rambutnya? Nggak pengen di black tengah kah?
Biar beda aja. Masa belah tengah semua.
Oh, jadi bukan identitas ternyata ya black tengah ya? Bukan?
Bukan.
Bukan. Tapi menarik di mana kita ngelihat kalian berdua itu lagi jadi perbincangan. Nggak cuma di Indonesia, namun
Halo,
juga sampai
Cla-
ke mancanegara. Mau lihat nggak? Kalian penasaran nggak? Gimana sih pembincangan? Yuk langsung kita lihat bersama-sama. Nah, untuk Hazel dulu ya. Ini ex-coachmu Pak, pada saat di Lignas, betul ya? Ingat nggak sama dia?
Ingat dong kan mantan coach saya.
Betul, dan katanya kamu udah kelihatan nggak demam panggung. Terus sekarang juga kamu nggak cuma peduli dengan kepentingan sendiri, tapi lebih ke tim dan objektif. katanya kamu pantas nih untuk mendapatkan gelar dari Rookie of the Week. Gimana kamu melihat satu pujian dari ex-coachmu?
Kayaknya week kemarin tuh hoki aja ya. Untuk pantas atau enggaknya lihat aja di match nanti.
Hoki doang? Itu kemarin baru hoki doang?
Oke.
Oke, kalau kemarin hoki, hari ini kita nungguin apa dong? Nanti dilanjutin ya, tapi dari Gugun, jempol. Simple, padat, jelas. Ini dari Daki, dia adalah coach yang ngedapetin 2 kali juara dunia. Gun, udah baca belum sih? Udah tahu belum sih ini?
Udah tahu.
Siapa yang kasih tau?
He's the Aura coach. We're talking about Ducky.
Lihat, semuanya pada rame yang ngetek kamu pasti. Gimana kamu perasaannya setelah ngeliat itu gimana?
Ya,
It's kinda crazy.
Cuman nggak bisa, nggak boleh cepat puas lah, masih panjang. Jalan masih panjang.
Jalan masih panjang. Menurutmu jempol itu
How much you
ada
guys think
artinya
they
nggak?
dropped for?
Kamu ngertiin jempolnya tuh apa?
Mantap.
Mantap.
How much you
Ternyata
guys think
Daki bisa bahasa
they
Indonesia
dropped for
ya.
Coach
Dukun
Ducky, man?
mantap. Tapi gimana kamu kan
Coach Ducky and Yawi,
gelarmu
bro.
tuh disabet loh minggu lalu Rookie of the Week-nya sama Hazel.
Mau ambil lagi.
Mau ambil lagi?
Iya.
Kalau minggu lalu kamu nggak dapat tuh kenapa kira-kira dari kamu sendiri?
Minggu lalu emang si Azalnya lebih mencolok sih di week 3.
Oke, lebih mencolok. Apa yang kamu planning nih untuk kamu lakuin biar mungkin lebih mencolok dan lebih tajam untuk hari ini?
Kalahin aja.
Kalahin aja.
Kalahin aja.
Kalahin aja, itu adalah kunci ya dari atau yang akan dilakukan. Kalau dari Hazel sendiri, gimana kamu menghadapi Gugun nih? Dan ngelihat Gugun katanya mau nyabet lagi gelarnya.
Jangan kasih Gugun kontes objektif aja. Turtle love.
Semuanya
Bro,
sudah punya tips
Mirko's
dan
in the
sudah
group
punya
chat,
caranya
guys.
masing-masing. Ada yang mau kamu sampaikan nggak?
Jangan keras-keras Bang Fredrin.
Jangan keras-keras Bang Fredrin. Tadi konser. Kamu ada
This
yang
is
mau
an
kamu sampaikan?
alphabet.
Good luck, have fun aja.
Good luck, have fun. Dan semuanya MPL Arena dan seluruh Indonesia, seluruh dunia. Mari kita saksikan inilah dia.
I'm
Pertarungan
dead, bro. I
pembukaan di
can't.
hari ini antara tim Aura dan juga
can't.
tim Geek Fam.
Caster chat is out of control right now. They're out of control right now, guys. They're out of control.
Red Dragon circling around and looking to stomp on the fam. A band of red robots seeking to obliterate the Sky Kings, and of course, an altercation between the kingdom and the 3 masked vandals. All here today at MPL Indonesia Season 13, Week 4. Day
Honestly,
number
this
2.
desk
How are
seems
you
like a
guys feeling
vibe.
about today? Because we have 3 stacked matches, and it's
This
all going to give us the
this desk
action.
could be a vibe right here.
Feel incredible. Realize Mirko, of course, on the desk with you alongside Goni. But yeah, today
This
3
desk could be a vibe.
bangers of matches, and I can't wait to see the first one first.
Almost seems like every week we say there are 3 bangers, but indeed almost every single day of MPL ID Season 13 has been a treat because of how close it is between all these teams.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
gonna
B,
be
what's
very,
up?
very insane today. But before we start the insanity, we want to thank you, our sponsors today, of course, that has been helping us to consistently give a smooth running show. Of course, MPL Indonesia Season 13 is powered by Moonton, presented by the official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy, official e-wallet, GoPay, our official gold partner, UBS Gold, our partner in esports, Dunia Games, Games Max, Araimo, Telkomsel. We want to thank you, our suppliers as well, Indomaret, Point Coffee, Samsung Neo QLED Super Smart TV Plus,
RQ
and
Trex is
Saturday,
real?
and of course our government
Mirko's
partner,
community. I did.
MLBB. Thank you very much.
That's
for
what we're
the
actually talking
unwavering
about.
Support to MPL Indonesia Season 13. Now, of course, for today, it is going to be what we call the main course. There are no appetizers, there are no desserts. All today, the main courses. Now, talk to us, Mirko, about today's schedule.
Well, first we've got to...
If ID or PH wanted to hire me as a caster, would I accept it? People ask me this a lot.
Geek Fam. This is incredible. We're going to see
I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, it would have to be like really good pay.
Going up against each other, and also 2
You gotta
very
understand,
young
I have
rookies
a-
who are
I have a
trying to make
daughter and
name
stuff
for
like that,
themselves.
so-
One even being recognized and already being praised by a 2-time world champion coach. Then Onic versus Bigetron.
And I also, you gotta,
over there.
like, also
Bigetron's
there's
on
heavy
stage.
ties to
Now
NA
Onic
and
trying to
stuff.
regain stability.
Because I would have to
It
like
seems
leave
like
NA.
It's just really weird to see Onic here. I mean, again, if we take a look at the standings here in the regular season, I don't even know what
Imagine
word to
NACT,
describe
no tracks,
how
man.
weird it is that
I don't know if it
Onic
would feel right, bro.
3-3.
I don't know if it would feel right.
Game win, lose. But don't forget, last match of the day, Alter Ego will be taking on RRQ Hoshi, 7th versus 2nd.
It's going to be a very, very long day, and we are all, of course, questioning what is happening on Onic. On Onic's side, of course, they had to take in Lutpi as one of the substitutes that will be playing over Boots, or mostly has been playing over Boots since yesterday. But before we answer those questions, we want to talk about the first match first, of course, that we want to focus on. It is Aura versus Geek Fam. Now, they have been, you know, on the battling side. They're battling.
Because like you also like not to like toot my own horn, but
positive record for Aura, winning 9 times.
I have been casting NA
one win.
since longer than any of the other casters.
They're very
you know,
close.
like
They have not met on
I've been doing this since the very beginning.
Season, so it's that record just shows
The only
regular
person,
season,
like,
so yeah,
if the only person that's been casting longer than me would be Dave. If Dave was still casting, he's the only one that's like been in the scene longer than me when it comes to casters. So it's just kind of like
when it comes down to these rookies,
I'm too much invested in NA to up and leave, you
Why
know.
haven't we seen him sooner? Why isn't he part of the main roster sooner? Because even in his first match performance against Onic, he was spectacular. He was my second choice to the Week 1 Rookie of the Week to Gugun. But Gugun, obviously, even though Week 1, he suffered 2 match losses, we could see that brilliance. And in Week number 2, he showed up even harder. Like, they went 2-0 with Yaoi and the team finally clapping together. 6 matches in MPL Indonesia Season 13, and Lord Secure ratio still amongst the highest. Hey, they're actually the highest with a Turtle Secure ratio as well of 68.8.
Daps, you missed the J-pop show, bro.
His stats are
Missed the J-pop show, bro.
This is Geek Fam stats, the 61.7 or 61.1 earlier and the 52.63. So, for Hazel and Gugun, these are 2 very reliable, independent junglers who can get these retry wins so easily for their team, but they need the support of their roamers too, of their XP lane, of their team. So, it doesn't just come down to the Gugun versus Hazel retry battle matchup. It comes down to how the teams can facilitate that, can enable that. Beloyski versus Yaoi, a boy versus Yehezkiel, and Aran versus Luke. Then we have the 2 gold laners in the bottom lane. We don't mention them yet. Not yet.
Later on. But of course, the headliner for today is going to be Hazel versus Gugun.
RQ loses, Treks out. What?
Won the Rookie of the Week 2 times, and it was Hazel last week.
Stealing it away.
And in the side of Geek Fam, they had Niall, who last season was the winner of the Rookie of the Season, but now he has left Geek Fam. And the shoes that has to be filled is now in the burden of Hazel. Will Hazel be able to catch up with Niall? I think it is going to be a huge question to answer. I mean, last week, we have seen him play brilliantly, winning the 50-50 retry.
Bro, the J-pop show was hype. I'm not gonna lie, this was
what makes the 2 junglers here, Gugun and Hazel, so
MLBB's best music, I would say, so far.
Awareness for both Gugun and Hazel, they're actually known for, well, for Gugun, he plays
Mami
a lot of
Esme.
utility, so he has the experience of playing those utility junglers in MPL. But for Hazel, I would say it's the spatial awareness of knowing how assassins think, of knowing how to find space in these chaotic team fights. So for both of them, that's what's kind of similar. But also, what has propelled them even further with these solid retries are their teams. We can see for Aura, same lineup, and for Geek, no changes still with Hazel.
Still the same, and we do expect Hazel and Gugun will be delivering their best performances today as Geek Fam eyes for that equalizer in the 9-9 record.
When does he hit?
Ladies and gentlemen, they are not alone.
Oh, God.
They have the family. They have the community.
Oh, God.
They have the community. Again, Hazel in the lineup. They are looking.
Who's the new roamer? Wait, new roamer for BTR? I have no clue, bro.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
I do not follow.
Geek Fam.
Geek Fam stepping up in the stage, of course, with their newly entrusted
I had to.
rookie jungler
Sorry,
Hazel,
I'm in a
other
caster
junglers
chat with
in the last
casters
week,
from
earning himself a
all the
spot
different MPLs and all this different stuff, and it gets a little crazy sometimes, bro. It gets a little crazy sometimes, so I'm sorry that I can't show you guys because it gets a little crazy.
Handling a new rookie jungler in their lineup, but this time it does seem like Hazel has found his footing
Hey!
much faster than
Sometimes I forget. we're an
on the
MPL
other
ID.
side, ladies and gentlemen.
They just be catching me off
In the
guard.
roster, we got the father of dragons, Yawi, again, showing up as a roamer. And of course, the rookie. Let's go, Gun. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. It's Aura.
Aura Esports, of course, with their moniker, the Red Dragons. Always
Where's Yawi
looking
at, bro? There he is with the red hair,
their
the pink
enemies.
hair.
And this time it's Geek Fam on their way. They have been through a rocky start at the first phase of the week. They did not pick up a very convincing win. But lately, it feels like, you know, everything is coming to place for Aura Esports.
It was incredibly chaotic in the first week for Aura. I don't know if it was synergy, just a disconnect with the team, but I don't know what happened between week 1 and week 2 because
Summoner's Guy, thank you.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous is an understatement because they went on to week 2 and then week 3 beating Onic even as the underdogs in that matchup. And I have to give credit to both these coaching staffs for Aura and for Geek Fam. It's Bluffsy, Wura for Geek Fam, and for
honestly,
Aura,
yeah.
St. Lucas.
MPL ideas also feels pretty unpredictable this season.
Lucas in the hands of Aura Esports. Now we have talked about Gogun, we have talked about Hazel. We did glaze a bit for Hazel and winning that retro department. But now we can talk about other matchups. You know, Yawi and Beloyski, of course. The Filipinos now stepping up to the table with their own respective playstyles. Now, what can we expect, Gani, in terms of the roam battle? Will it be an all-out aggression, or will they be, you know, a more conservative approach for two of these players?
I gotta say,
hello, Bang.
Patience,
What's up, Kai?
Control, and also a little bit of aggression. You know, Yawi can play off Grok as well. As we all know, Yawi, when he's on the Grok, he's very aggressive, very invasive. Perhaps Beloyski needs to balance that out.
Beloyski versus Yawi? That's hype.
I want to take another approach to really analyzing these two teams. I want to take the XP
Well, someone's going to end their streak next week, either Echo or Bren.
Where Aran and Luke,
You already know we're going to be rocking the Echo, bro. We're going to be rocking the Echo, bro.
Right? How are they going to utilize those mechanics in these team fights? Are they even going to be enabled with damage-dealing picks in the XP? If you give Aran damage-dealing picks, we've seen what he can do on Benedetta, on the Paquito. Same goes.
I have not been watching the MPL. I'm not up to date on MPL ID games right now, so
on the Benedetta, but he performs so
I don't know
well
what's going on with Onic.
Lapu is the Arlet as well. Let's take a look at the keys to victory presented to you by Samsung Galaxy.
Bro, AP Bren's not going to stomp Echo. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Come check back in with me next week.
Kabuki,
talk shit after they stomp Echo, not before.
Don't be limited to Claude and Carry. It has worked. So as long as Geek Fam don't respect the Claude and Carry, I would say
if Echo loses, feel free to jump in chat. Hashtag what happened, Trex? But until then, y'all take that elsewhere.
Has been so good. Has only the reason to that is because Beloyski's been able to really enable him around these neutral objectives when he gets Minotaur, when he gets Ruby, even the Kajas back in the day. When Geek Fam get Beloyski in a comfort zone and his comfort pick, he will perform. He will be able to
Ritz, don't put that on me, Ritz. Welcome to the chat, Ritz, and don't enter with that chaos. With your chaotic evil ass over there. That is pure chaotic evil, bro.
Very massive hero pool, but if Vexana, Novaria is up for grabs, I would say pick it up as we start the draft. Do not hesitate because you're up against your head skill, someone who will be able to punish you if you don't get those comfort picks. Give explosive XP lane carries to Luke. This is what we mentioned earlier. Luke is more explosive with his damage, with the Lapu Lapus, the Arlet as well. He's also a playmaker. Meanwhile, for Ron, he's the real carry sometimes in the team. He plays the Benedetta like an assassin. He plays
Echo 2-1,
like
bro.
He likes to lane. What can I say?
Call it now. Echo 2-1.
Get these comfort heroes so that he can nail Aran.
7 days from right now, Echo 2-1.
More active and proactive around the map.
Aran has been infamous for playing those split push type of carries or type of heroes as well. In that process, you know, he is renowned for the Paquito, for the Benedetta, like Mirko mentioned. But I think in terms of the team fighting, Luke slightly has the upper hand. He's always able to maneuver around with the Lapu Lapu, with the Arlet, especially enabling his teammates to enter and engage in a more advantageous team fight for Aura Esports. And of course, we have been
Bro, I am
praising
not
Hazel, we have
washing
been
this
praising
jacket, bro.
Gugun, but it's their teammates, especially
You guys act like this jacket's gross. Like, I barely wear it. I wear, like, in...
zoning department and the contest towards the objective, but now we
And I wear it in here where it's never hot. It's not like I'm sweating in this thing.
And they have 2 bans quickly. It is the Minotaur and the Paramis. So it's the Angela.
Howdy, y'all.
Very respectable towards the players of Geek.
I can smell it. Shut up.
Faramis, as we all know, a boy really rocks the Faramis hard. And Mirko earlier mentioned about the Minotaur being very, very dangerous in the hands of Beloyski as well. And there you go, the bans.
All right, here we go, boys. Game time.
Now, there's also respect on the other side.
Game time.
You can see Garak that we also mentioned about Yawi being so invasive, being so aggressive with this Grok, and Geek Fam takes no time. Let's take that out on the table.
4 bans towards the Roamers, meaning it will leave Nolan and Joy open. So what does this mean? Could we possibly see Gugun or Hazel playing those assassin type of heroes?
We might. This is very interesting because usually we see Aura do this to a lot of other teams. This is what they did to EVOS as well. They baited the Nolan pick, letting it go for EVOS to pick it up and then countering it with tanky picks, fighters, and lockdown heroes who can lock the Nolan down. Now that's what Geek are trying to do to Aura.
Aura got this, bro. Aura got this.
Nolan. We haven't seen Nolan in such a long time, and when we have, its win rate is actually not that good. 100% pick and ban rate, and it will still be 100% pick and ban rate here with the picked up by Aura. But it leaves Geek Fam to now go for heroes.
Beloyski, Ruby.
Stop this Nolan. I would say again, knowing how flexible the Arlet.
Maybe they go for something crazy like the Phoveus on pick 3.
I would say going for the Arlet would be great. Novaria is a bit risky. That Nolan does kind of stop and limit.
A lot is open.
Here, but if a boy is still confident, that range.
Did they pick up like Arlot Claude?
Used properly against the Nolan.
And a comment here from a boy. At the beginning, we didn't have chemistry, but now it's improved. I think it will be the case for Geek Fam. We have seen them being able to step up and now
Vex Claude.
Together. Now we see the Claude and the Valentina. I think the Claude.
Valentina.
Prio pick for Geek Fam especially. You know,
I look like Aiden Ross.
He's always been able to comfortably carry the team with this Claude.
Yeah, 100% win rate. And if that's the case, then I think for Aura, they have to go for the carry pick here. They have to get Kabuki as heroes before it gets to the second phase.
Barats?
So want to utilize that Nolan in the
Baratzi XP?
As much as they can with the Barats. Now the Barats is quite interesting of a pick.
They
here.
steal?
It should be going to the XP now. The guy that we say needs to be.
They steal the Barats.
Supplemented with damage dealing picks. Fredrin though, pick up for Geek Fam, for Hazel.
Yes, Andrew Tate with all the hair. I've seen him before. Yeah.
That Fredrin pick, because if not, Fredrin will be banned out and nothing left perhaps for that jungler position. But yeah, again, we want to remind you that
Nolan mid? You think it's going to be Nolan mid?
On this Claude, so expect supremacy for Chidera today.
We could also expect explosive duel in the roamer department, of course, for Beloyski. Comment excited facing Yaoi because he's the best roamer in the Filipino region. Would you agree with that comment?
One of the bakery girls at my restaurant said I look like Ronaldo.
I don't know, man.
And I went,
I'm baiting.
Sue. No. Isn't he the one that goes Sue?
My favorite too. Yeah, I would say, my opinion, yeah.
Shaq, yeah. Shaq.
I think a lot of people would say Ogwen is the best roamer in the Philippines.
I think it's more possible for the I think it's more possible for the Baratzi XP. But yeah, bro.
Also trying to read him out.
You look like Gorlock the Destroyer.
From Geek Fam towards the Cho, maybe over to try to take it away from Yaoi. They also already have. Oh, there you go. I was about to say they already have heroes that can go for Purify. But yeah, for Yaoi, those Purifies don't really matter, do they? Cho needs to be respected. They do.
But here's the thing. Aura can swap either one. Like, they could go Nolan mid and Barat's jungle. Like, if they feel like at some point they want to swap it, they can.
They need to, for the bans, I guess, yeah, target Luke. They want to go for
Like if Geek picks up something, you know, to bully jungle.
Picks, playmaking picks away from.
Like if they locked in something like a Hilda or something like that, they could switch to Barrett's jungle. It's definitely possible.
Could be good for them.
A good ban as well to be targeted towards Luke. He doesn't have his hands on the Arlet, but Lapu Lapu is still open. So
Girls in your restaurant must be blind, sir. I mean, you know,
for Luke, the Ruby will be
coming from a guy with a name like Balls Are All, you know,
but it's gonna be Tigreal in the hands of Beloyski.
I'll take the word from the girls at my restaurant instead of you personally. But hey,
That EXP for Luke.
Trex, Regum, Kaon, or Paper Trex?
It's very jungle centric. And Aura, let's see here, 2 heroes. What do they need? They have the burst. They have low-key. Oh, they need
Brad Pitt.
Though, so perhaps
It's
there's
vibes.
a good mage here that can deal damage. Vexana taken out. Novaria taken out. Faramis as well. Maybe Xavier if they want range.
Make friends with Nana.
Oh, they go for the Edith
and Nana.
Which is crazy. You can say
Rome Edith, Rome Edith.
Rome for Yaoi and the Nana. So Edith finally making its way into MPL ID. This is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that we are seeing. Oh, Paquito for Luke too? We're getting all the new heroes.
Fair statement.
Is he gonna do it? Looks like he wants to do it. In lane against a Barats.
It's very nice to see.
Barats XP, Nana, and Edith. They are
Why from the 90s? Like, why not from 2020? I'm not cool. I don't look cool enough to be from
Geek Fam are doing the same thing with this Paquito pick as well. In
the
XP,
2020s.
they want to play with a lot
Like a modern day actor. I don't look cool enough.
We did say that Luke doesn't.
Because I always just wear solid color t-shirts.
Since what, season 11?
Here
he is.
Very long time.
It's been a while.
Here he is.
With the Paquito.
With a Paquito.
Now Gugun now, you know, has been popular with the utility junglers. He has been the complementary player for the Team Ice. We have the All-Star Rave coming in. But now, Gugun, I think I will sing soon. But Gugun now has to carry this game. This will be a new approach for Gugun and trying to save and win this game for Aura Esports.
His red trees have been on point, but now we have to see if
You look like dehydrated Brad Pitt. Like if Brad Pitt never worked out a day in his life, you get Trex.
On their shoulders. Meanwhile, for Geek Fam, it's an orthodox draft. They want to utilize that.
You look like the guy in the Geek logo.
Dara in the building. The battle of the two junglers between Aura and Geek Fam will still be the headliner. Will we see the first win today?
You look like the Brontosaurus from Jurassic Park.
Against Geek Fam.
Sorry.
It's an interesting matchup up top, or up bottom, or down bottom for the XP lane. Paquito against Barat. It is very interesting, but Beloyski is in a trouble.
Good stun there.
Oh my god, already down. Great start. Great start for Aura.
Will be knocked up here. Yesiel dealing damage, but it seems like a boy will have enough space to get out of that space.
Beloyski with that same movement we've seen last week. And now he has to contribute first blood to Aura Esports.
He has to, even though he went for firmness, and also, wow.
All right, we're done.
Pull yourself together for better cooldown on that flicker, but this is what we expect in the gold lane too to happen. He went for Inspire Festival of Blood for Kabuki there. He will have a good time against this Claude. It's a lane bully. And even for a run, he actually went for a
Oh, it's cringe when Trex makes a joke. It's cringe.
The trades are where Barat's really shine.
I'm done with you guys. Uh-oh. 2-0.
Will not be enough to take him down, and never mind. Gugun picks up the double.
He is handsome, and he's able to play Nolan as well. So he can carry the game.
He's handsome. He's able to play Nolan as well.
They are funneling this gold to Gugun. 3 kills. This Nolan spells trouble for Geek Fam.
When you give Nolan 1 kill in the early game, it's already troublesome. You give him 3 kills in the early game.
Yikes.
It's a slow balling Nolan.
Dugan.
They were expecting, you know, Aran, Nana,
Dugan.
and Edith to go and set up from
Grab the flame woofer.
In the end, They set up for kills instead, and Gugun has slain the turtle, still keeping a very good objective ratio now. But we do have to talk about that first part, right? For Geek Fam, Beloyski, he knows that Hazel is going to clear these jungle camps slower than Nolan. It's actually way slower than Nolan, so he had to do something to try to delay. It ended up giving first blood over. Definitely not worth it, but it was worth a shot.
Oh, Beloyski, nice pick, nice pick, nice pick.
Will be taken now. That's a good recovery by the members of Geek Fam.
They would have to send 2 players to.
All right, let's get into the game. Enough joking.
Lane. Of course, the pressure is mounting so much.
Bro, the ads are out of this world, though.
A little bit of passiveness from.
The ads are out of this world.
Get bullied by the Harith. But now how does Aron play this lane? Because he's not
It's bull over.
hero in that XP side.
He has to play it basic, right? He can't go for anything too crazy like he does on the Benedetta on the Paquito. Ooh, good movement from a boy. Just needs to play it through cutting the lanes, going for little trades, and then looking for objectives around the map. Though, I want to actually, talk a little bit more about this Edith. We see that most of the time for the Herod-Nolan combination, the main problem, Gugun.
Oh, Gugun in trouble. Wow, what coordination there on the top side. Shaman Force pop. Gugun picks up a boy. Let's see, Implosion misses.
Oh, nice knockup from Yawi.
Will secure Beloy. And let's see here, Chidera will not be able to cover as Gugun
clean up, boys.
Will not be looking for the triple, and it's just all aura.
The problem with the Nolan Harith most of the time is teams are able to just bait out these big resources, the Fracture and the Zaman Force, and then re-engage when those abilities are on cooldown. That's why the Barats, the Nana, the Edith as well, that forces you to be in the fight.
L3, what's up, man?
Misses his skills. He can go to the Primal Wrath form and immobilize these targets, forcing these targets to either get hit or fight back.
It's a very good counter-engage as well from the side of Aura Esports with the Edith. It has been very oppressive in this little skirmishes, but then it's translating into something very huge. I mean, Gugun is now up 5 kills, and I would assume as well leading that gold department. So far, it will only go downhill for Geek Fam. Unless they do something, yep, I'm correct. Players gold by UBS Gold. Gugun up top. And so far, this is a very rocky start for Geek Fam. How do they respond to this snowball?
Well, the response should be just to
Because here's the thing, like, Aura also has late game. I don't think there's really an answer.
Has so much reactability. If Geek Fam were to say, look for these big pickoffs,
I think this gets cleaned up. Maybe Geek gets a crazy comeback, but they do have set potential on Geek. And they do still have Luke, who's going to definitely hit hard around 8 minutes or so.
So he's the one who could go in.
Oh, that's a wasteful implosion there. Even Yawi now looking for.
Oh my God!
As well, Primal Wrath form. Take a look at the backside now. Hazel in the front.
Uh-oh. They're pinned. They're pinned. They're pinned. They're pinned. Munch, munch.
Will eat Beloyski up. Will take him down.
He has a kill.
The backside, Yawi will find another, but 2 members.
Oh my golly.
A boy with a knockup. Will find the double as well. That's a good response, but it seems like Kabuki will find
That's disgusting. GG's.
Wow.
The dinosaur spawn out of nowhere, and
GG's.
Kabuki with the bravery to just push forward. Especially like how Mirko mentioned, he had the Purify. So of course, he will be ready to dish out the damage, and the Harith has been very bursty in the skirmishes.
Geek Fam need to stay a bit more defensive, man. They are gambling with the lead right now. Well, at this point, it makes sense to be desperate, right? But Gugun.
Oh, Beloyski.
The missed
What a whiff.
with the conceal.
Big whiff.
We did not see that because it was
concealed.
It was concealed. You couldn't see it. Never happened, bro.
I didn't see that either.
Just blot that out from your memory.
Geek Fam, if they continue to play it like this, if they continue to gamble on these big fights to get the gold lead
My
back,
guy.
it could go either way. It could be a very fast game for Aura, or it could be a comeback for Geek Fam. I guess that's what they're looking for. They're going big or they're going home. Seems like the odds are against their favor, though. Looks
That
like
was
they're
rough.
gonna be going home.
3 out of 3 for Gugun on that objective side so far.
That was
Chidera, of course, will be.
That was the implosion of the year right there, bro.
Coming back to this game, I mean, we know how insanely his Claude can carry the game. So far, 100% win rate. That can be broken today, Gani. That Claude could finally be stained with that 1 loss given by Aura, because today...
Oh, that Claude is going to get stained today.
I mean, the rotation from Iran as well. Earlier, that fight up top was so good, but Gugun
Even forced to pop that Purify as well to be secure. And Gugu now, he senses that there are members around Claude. Oh, flicker by Beloski, finding Gugun in the top side of the map. Oh, looking for an escape.
Oh!
Wow.
My man gets away. He gets away.
He will be able to.
Hit him with the electric
escape
slide.
artist. Gugun was able
Hit him with
to
the electric
survive
slide.
that
Uh-oh.
yank coming in, but a run will re-engage.
Yep, they tune as well.
Wagga wagga.
Beloski will not be
Poor
able to soak
Beloski.
in that much damage.
It's okay, guys.
He will
One
fall
more
for the
death and
fifth
Beloski
time
pops off.
in almost 8 minutes.
He just needs one more.
My goodness.
He's on the road
Aura
to
do
6.
so well in the chaotic skirmishes. Gugun survived that one, baited them in for Aura to capitalize on, and again they do it on Hazel.
Uh-oh.
Just add another kill.
This is
on the
gross.
drawing board for Aura.
Or
Is this the death
Express.
sentence? Is this the nail in the coffin for Geek Fam? Because they have been collapsing in the skirmish. It's not even a single kill so far in the last.
Bro, the nail in the
4
coffin
3
was
minutes.
4 minutes
It feels
ago.
like it's just slipping away from their hands.
The way they win this game, technically they can still wait for the Claude, but he is so incredibly behind at this point. I didn't even mention it the last
Why
few
did
times
they?
because I know they
I
were
think it's
so
this. I
far
think it's for
behind.
Sparkle. That's
Now
why they
both
changed the
now built
color
up
scheme.
just between the gold laners,
For the
Herald
Sparkle.
versus the
'Cause it
Claude.
matches the
So when we're
colors,
talking about
right?
The Claude power spike, the 3-item power spike that you would usually see.
It's
in the
All-Star
11
week.
minutes.
That's why.
Now, even if he gets those 3 items, he will still be out damaged. Out everything by Aura. Even Aran will deal more damage than him when it comes to the 1v1. So Chidera and Geek Fam, they just have the turtle in their base. They have fought too many times in the last 8 minutes, and it has gone wrong too many times for them. Now it's time for them to just wait and see if Aura makes a mistake during the sieges. Beloy, though.
Soon as well, Beloy will find the implosion, finding one.
Oh, 3-man knockup.
Seems
That's
like the round
gross.
Will be enough to take Hazel down. Beloyski will fall next as Luke flickers out, but
Yikes,
Luke
bro.
gets the double. That's a 3-man taken out already by Aura.
That's gross.
Aura Esports is adding insult to injury, and Geek Fam feels like they're losing every slip or every grip of the game.
This is a wash.
Slipping away, and now they're marching towards the base. This could end the game for Geek Fam.
I don't think they can end it just yet. Still 9 minutes, but yes, the fact that they got the turret, the base turret in the mid lane so low without the first lord. The first lord is still up
10K
there,
gold
marching
lead.
down. They're still trying to build
This
up these
could
waves, slow
actually
pushing it,
end here.
Try to crack the base turrets open.
This could end here.
Yaoi already primal wrath form.
Not gonna lie.
Here, there, pops the early blazing duet as well. Seems like the mid base turret will go.
Oh, Gugun!
Gugun! Wow, he's an assassin. Finding Luke and the bottom
Wow.
side of the map
I
now.
said,
Top
wow.
side will be
He's
targeting.
an
Gugun's
assassin.
welcome with the flicker as
Donnie.
well. We'll
Uh-oh.
find one member and below
Uh-oh.
will fall again.
Oh, wait a
they'll
second.
find
A lot of
the kills, but
damage.
it seems like the collapse did not work as Geek. They are able to find the triple.
Still
As much as the
value.
triple kill is good. It's also
Yeah, it's-
really bad for Geek that they've lost
Aura's
2 base
okay
turrets
with it.
with the first lord. It's still incredibly valuable for Aura, this trade. So we'll have to see how Geek Fam, I mean, they are finding these little holes in the game. But honestly, we have to...
Why they don't have all these? I don't know, because we're
ask-
garbage, bro.
Again, this Tig pick is kind of weird, right? It recently just got nerfed as well in the hot patch. And the fact that almost everyone, the carries from Aura, can go for Purify. You can really see the Tig struggle here. Beloy is struggling hard on this Tig pick.
The mobility as well is there in the hands of Aura Esports. So far, yes, he has been getting those implosion moments, but it just hasn't been followed up as brute forced by Geek Fam, and Luke has been shut down in that split push department. Everything is in prio for Aura Esports. Now Geek Fam, they have lost 2 base turrets. It is looking very, very scary for Geek Fam. as they
Only
wait up for the
64%
Lord.
win
And Aran with this
AI
Baron,
win
that's really
prediction.
effective in the team fights.
Yeah, he's just been doing his job, you know, just doing his thing, acting as front line,
8 towers
engaging
versus
when
0
necessary with the
towers.
flicker. So the Detonus welcome combo with the flicker is what can really catch you off
Oh,
guard.
put it up
if
more
you
like
are
at
Geek Fam. Taking a look
80%.
at the items though. Again, this gold lead, 4,500 gold lead in the jungle for the Nolan. And he has a Dreadnought armor, so there's still some respect there, which is interesting. I would expect him to just go and sell that in a bit to go for maybe, I don't know, is more damage. See Halberd maybe? whatever it is, they are so snowballed now that they don't even need.
Brother Dino is getting used a lot in MPL.
3 items as well. Compare it to Kabuki, who is full slotted. I mean, yeah, you could sell his boots to add more damage, but I think damage is not going to be the problem for Aura Esports. They have secured themselves the Lord, and now, of course, they're eyeing their eyes.
Does Detna have arms?
Zoning out the players of Geek Fam. Now, Geek Fam feels like it let it. You know, this is the type of conditions, the type of scenarios where their win condition is just passing.
Do you even have arms?
Yeah, it might be, honestly. The way that they have been defending, too, it's, well...
It doesn't look like he has arms, bro.
8 minutes, sort of, the first 8 minutes of the game.
He just got 2 legs and no arms, bro.
Try to look for the goal.
I don't even think he has T-Rex arms, bro. It looks like he just doesn't have arms.
Unfortunately, it has not really worked out for them, and now it's a big wave building in the bottom lane, together with the Lord in the mid lane. They're going to shove 3 lanes into the base to look for the end.
See, they have it.
Oh! Yawi down.
The backside loop will be able to escape. It seems like the implosion will not mount to anything.
GG's.
Wide open, but it seems like the
GG's.
damage will be enough
GG's.
to take the first game as Aura.
Easy dubs.
Aura Esports in a dominating fashion, taking
That was
down
quick.
Geek Fam. They weren't able to operate. They were not able
Bro,
to
if they
even
end this
play
fast,
the
it's going to
game
be fucking
they
3
wanted to
hours
play.
until
And what a
the
showing
second series.
from the handsome man with his sword.
What a crazy performance from Aura, man. That 13-minute statement against Geek Fam, a team who's been looking really good on the rise once again with Hazel. And just like Kabuki in the picture, silence.
Silence.
Shush. They have silenced the doubters even for Kabuki. He's only played Claude and Carry so far this season. He's only found success with Claude and Carry. Picks up a Herald with Nolan in the jungle. Turns out the Nolan bait for Geek Fam did not work out, and unfortunately they were not able to handle this much anti-CC, these much purifies, and he still decides to go for the take there, which is very unfortunate, but the Aura snowball in game 1 all the way from the beginning. First blood, double kill for Nolan. In ranked games, that's a GG, and it seems like in MPL, it's also a GG.
Indeed. I mean, Gugun was able to pick up 3 kills in a span of like 4 minutes or something, and that would just prove to be the death sentence for Aura Esports. Hazel was quite, quiet in that game. I mean, it was very hard for him as well to really contest
Ken's
the
sleeping,
objectives
bro.
because Yawi as well.
He's going night-night.
Looking for the engages, and Aran just doing his own thing as a dinosaur, able to engage and also join the fights, getting those important Detana welcome.
Yeah, I mean, in hindsight, I wasn't convinced with the Barras EXP pick. But seeing how the game plan was, seeing how Ron played it, it's just to isolate members, most importantly, Beloyski, the frontliners. Once Daytona's welcome was applied or was triggered on towards Beloyski,
1-0.
frontliners.
Easy dubs.
Side of Geek, and you can see it. It's just rinse and repeat. Daytona's on.
I cast tomorrow.
There is no play whatsoever for Geek Fam's card. There's no play there in hand. Well played.
And of course, the MVP presented by the official tournament smartphone Samsung Galaxy. It's Gugun. And if the cameras were on and it shows our face, I'd show you.
Gugun, grab the flaming woofer.
I mean, he's handsome.
Gugun, grab the flaming woofer.
And he has a sword, and now 902, so he has proven his worth not just on utility, but also on the assassins. We mentioned in the draft, all right, Gugun, you're really good at utility, you're really good at retry. You're not good at assassins, right? No,
he's
this is
here on
something that we did mention as well. In MDL, though he did play utility, he was always able to pick up the Lings as well, the assassins, to carry his team when the team needed him to do that. 934 GPM, bro. That is the GPM you would usually see on Iman, a gold laner, the top gold laner right now.
I might go make some
mortality last, still respecting the opponents despite being so ahead.
Some
it all started here when Beloyski tried to
oatmeal
delay
real fast.
the farm from the Nolan. Incredibly fast farm, wants to try to give Hazel a bit more presence, at least when it comes to clearing it. But then it ended up just with Gugun snowballing, and when the Nolan snowballs, brother,
Private is going to be on today. I don't cast with Private this weekend.
At all, and Gugun was just all over the map. The mobility, the damage, everything.
I think it's
in this
Private
overloaded
and
kit of
Yue.
the Nolan just excels when you
And
give
me
him
and
3
Wheezy on
kills at the
Sunday.
start. And Aran too, man, super active on the Barats. A hero that is very, very immobile. But I do have to give props again to Aura for this draft. He didn't really see it until they started playing, and then you can understand the draft, right? It's basically the cover-up for all the holes in Nolan and Harith's games. When a lot of people can just go back and forth, kite away against the Harith and the Nolan, this composition forces the enemy team to stay put in this spot wherever they are, not even in choke points, even if they are around the lane, they will be forced in these places and they really won't be able to maneuver out. And also, Gani mentioned the Barats. I think it's not only really good at isolating targets, at initiating and acting as a front line, but on top of that, it's a good deny pick away from Geek Fam. Geek Fam could have certainly picked up the Barats to deal with a lot of the CC pressure that Aura have with the Nana and the Edith, but with the Barats picked away, taken away by Aran of all
I'll be right
people,
back,
after
guys.
the Nolan
I'm
has
going to go
already
make
been
food
shown
real
as
quick
first pick.
while I have time.
Wow.
I'll turn up the stream.
Gogun.
The real question has to be the Tig. Because it was a Harith and a Nana. They picked up the Harith. Well, they did pick up Tigreal
before the
Harith Nana, or before the Nana, but they already saw the Harith here. They already saw that, you know, one guy can go for Purify. And there's an Edith as well, a hero that does really well against these initiators. Well, also the Edith was picked after that. Give credit to Aura for that one. Let's take a look at the emblems again here. The Wilderness Blessing for everyone basically means that they knew that they were going to be ahead from the get-go. They knew that they were going to be the ones who need to be proactive, who need to push the snowball on towards Geek Fam. Because of the Wilderness Blessing, after rotating back and forth, they were able to catch Geek Fam off guard. I think Geek Fam miscalculated where Aura could be in the mid lane when they went for the gank that ended up with a double kill for Gogun. That was really what snowballed everything to Aura's favor, because the timing as well was perfect for the turtle to spawn. And a boy, gotta give props to him, man. Team was not doing well, but it doesn't matter. A boy will always do well. How? I don't understand, but he just does a boy things, I guess.
A boy doing a boy things, and the rich guy by UBS Gold, of course, is going to be Gogun. I think that's not the highest GPM so far.
No.
Is it? No. Still Eman.
Eman, yeah.
I mean, he's cosplaying Eman at this point.
Yeah,
He's
as
close.
a jungler.
As a jungler, as a Nolan, it is a very, very, you know, insane performance by Gogun. He was able to answer the questions that we directed towards him. Is he good in these assassin picks?
Yes.
Is he only utility-centric? No. Because we have only seen him in the Fredrin, in the Baxia, in the Barats, and now he's excelling in that Nolan pick. So now, Geek Fam, balls in their court. What do they want to do after this? This is, I mean, it all went downhill, you know, speculatively after that Beloyski death in the early game. He was trying to deny the buff to Gogun. And how did they respond the second game?
Well, it's tough, but I am not a big fan of the Valentina first pick. The priority on the Valentina for me, I'm not too sure about that, right? Sure, the Vixana was banned out. You already saw the Fairness as well. So there were a lot of, you know, ideas thrown at Geek Fam, or maybe hints that we're going to shut you down, boy. So maybe that was the reason as to why the Valentina got picked up. But the Tig as well, man. We have to talk about the Tig later.
Yeah, we will talk about it later as we have a short interview coming in. We'll throw it to Bude Mongstar up in the stage.
Ya ini activity di Aura Fam.
Yang pasti kita udah punya gathering, fan meet, nobar gitu, watch party, sama turnamen.
Turnamen, bentar. Di Aura Fam ada turnamen?
Ada dong, Bude.
Apa tuh? Kasih tahu lebih lagi dong buat kita.
Oh ya, turnamen itu namanya Aura Gaming Academy. Itu salah satu event turnamen yang berkolaborasi sama sponsor kita. Dan turnamen ini bakal dijalanin tahun ini.
Buat cari pro player, bibit-bibit.
Betul.
Serius?
Serius. Tahu sendiri, Aura kan nggak pernah beli pemain.
Wow. Bentar, ini semuanya langsung pada kepo nih. Di mana dan kapan nih pencarian bibit-bibit ini?
Oke, sebenarnya kita udah jalan 2 kota kemarin di Malang sama Surabaya. Next kita bakal pergi ke 4 kota lagi, itu ada Semarang, Jogja, Bandung, dan Tangerang.
Wah, arek-arek Jogja.
Nah,
Terus ada dari Bandung juga.
Iya,
berarti?
Bandung, Semarang. Malah Semarang tuh bakal dilaksanain di Mei.
Berarti paling dekat Semarang?
Iya.
Wow. Berarti tinggal kalau mau
Apple cinnamon
kalau mau
oatmeal
ikut,
with a little
boleh.
bit of peanut butter.
Boleh banget
Siapapun
dong.
boleh.
Kita target ini untuk anak sekolah aja.
Anak sekolah.
Iya, SMP sama SMA. Kuliah juga masih boleh sih.
Mau cewek mau cowok boleh semua ya.
Bebas.
Bebas. Jadi buat kalian yang kepengin juga nih mungkin mau calon-calon pro player ataupun calon-calon dari Aura Fams bisa join. Tapi gimana sih joinnya? Informasinya kita bisa tahu dari mana nih?
Kalian bisa kepoin ke Instagramnya Aura Esport, Aura Esport Family, dan Aura_Tournament.
Uhuy, banyak banget ya. Kalian bisa ngedapetin informasi lebih. Dan bergabunglah bersama Aura Fams atau mungkin Aura Esports langsung.
Betul banget Bude.
Ada yang mau disampaikan lagi Kak? Mungkin buat semua yang mau join?
Jadi aja bibit unggul dari Aura.
Jadilah bibit unggul. Dan seperti mereka mungkin akan bertarung di MPL Arena yang sebentar lagi akan memanaskan panggung. Untuk menuju ke game yang kedua, mungkin juga game ketiga. Jadi mari kita lanjutkan pertempuran antara tim Aura dan juga Geek Fam.
Thank you, Bude Clara,
Yes.
for that interview. Now back to the game we go, of course, trying to talk about the things happening. It is quite saddening, I think, for Geek Fam the way they lost, and the fact that Cloudera is no longer 100% win rate.
Very sad for Cloudera, but the 100% has to go.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, the Claude was not really going
Having a coffee to fuel the
lane against
firing
Harris,
neurons.
really.
Yeah.
That's what the oats
It was
are
just
for
a sad
me.
lane for the Claude, right? For the most part, he was ganked by Gogo. So much kill pressure on him already with the Harith. And Claude couldn't even really farm that out. He didn't even have a winning lane in the side lane to swap out with. The Paquito was also losing to the Barats. But what will not lose you games is something that Realize will talk about.
You don't want to lose your games. Get your hands on the new Samsung Galaxy A35 and A55.
A35.
Of course, the new Galaxy A Series 5G, which has been equipped with an Exynos 1480 processor and up to 20 gigabytes of RAM with up to 256 gigabytes of memory. Gaming is also lag-free thanks to the Super AMOLED 120 Hz display. I'm now the specs man. It used to be Arashi.
It used to be
Now
Arashi.
I'm the specs man. I'm going to talk to you about the specs, and it has proven to always deliver the best performance. You can head straight to samsung.com/ID or your nearest Samsung store to get the new Galaxy A55 5G and Galaxy A35 5G with installments starting from only 400,000 rupiahs. Wow.
Oh, that's very
Only
affordable.
400,000 rupiah.
That is very efficient.
It's very efficient, man. It's an awesome deal, and you guys can get even more awesome deals worth up to more than 1.8 million IDR up until April 17th. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead and check it out. Well, you have your new phone too, by the
Fasting.
way. Download the app GoPay if you're in
Why would I be
Indonesia.
fasting,
because
bro?
you can pay for everything with GoPay.
The new
I don't fast.
application, of course, GoPay app. It packs a punch. You can enjoy free top-ups and free transfers.
Free.
Up to 100 times
Free?
a month to any bank, and it's free.
Free
It's
transfers.
free
How?
transfers.
What?
How?
This is a steal. This is something that is blessed upon us.
What other things that we can win in that GoPay app?
Hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions.
And you can also
How?
join special activities, Gani. How? In the GoPay app. Just open it up, man, and find it.
Download it now.
Download it. You saw the QR code. And also, if you have a Samsung phone, by the way,
Download
you
it
can sit in
now.
the
Like
Galaxy
this guy?
Zone, like this guy over here.
Wow.
Sitting in the Galaxy
That's a
Zone,
sexy
closer
phone.
to the players. Absolutely it is. Almost as sexy as the Nolan pick.
That Nolan pick was way more than sexy. It was so
What's the word
crazy.
for it? Crazy?
No.
I was waiting for a word.
I want to
that's more
say.
sexy.
I want to say.
Sexy.
I want to say
Go
hot.
to the goat. What's
Okay.
up, man?
It was so
Welcome.
hot, you know.
It was pretty fire, if you know what I mean. Aura. Anyways, take a look at the total gold here. Go good. 12,435. Yeah, Chidera was really... I mean, he was farming as much as he could, but unfortunately,
that.
like
That
we
made me
mentioned, the
feel much
3-item
better.
power spike that should have happened and did happen in the 11th minute, it still happened in the 11th minute. But when in the 11th minute, the Herod has full items, your power spike ain't really a power spike anymore, is it? You're not going to melt anyone, brother. A boy was the main carry in that game for the most part. He tried his best, but the TIG, we haven't seen the TIG at all since the nerf, since this week has started. On top of that, it wasn't like Aura had a Brody in gold lane, right? It wasn't like they had a hero in the gold lane that could
Not
be very
getting any rest
easily
for later?
punished
What do you mean?
with Tiger. It wasn't a Clint,
What's
it wasn't
later?
a Brody. It was Harith, man. If he doesn't go Purify, it goes Vengeance.
I just made oatmeal.
Was very mobile
I already
as
ate
well,
it.
very
It's
hard
gone.
for Tigreal to catch.
Came back quick,
It
and
was,
I
it was a
ate
bit
it
questionable,
fast.
of course, that pick. I mean, it did get a few implosions here and there, but it was so hard to push through the front lines of Aura Esports. And
I don't
how
cast later, man. I
agile
cast on
that
Sunday.
Harith was, that Nolan as well. So hard to catch, especially
I'm good.
with the mobility spells that it
I have to go to
has.
a wedding later
And
today.
now, proving grounds for Geek Fam and Chadera, because Chadera in that game, he was quite absent in the first stages of the fights. You know, a few skirmishes happening, he was not there. He was just farming his way to oblivion, but it just did not deliver. And now back to the drafting phase we go by official tournament smartphone, Samsung Galaxy. What will they be picking?
Thank you for the reminder. I turned it down a little bit.
Aura Esports banning that Harith away.
You know why? It's the Aura bait. This is always what they do when they want to leave the Nolan open. They ban out the Harith so that Nolan can't be comboed together with the Harith. That's what makes Nolan so deadly. Because you're a physical damage dealer. If you don't have the Harith, you don't have someone to actually supplement that and also utilize the kill pressure that Nolan has in the gold lane like a Harith. It is a bit harder. It doesn't make Nolan bad, but the Harith makes it so much stronger. But
I know why you would think that, Ritz, because it's Easter. But you know how NACT is.
Pick up the Angela.
We don't care about Mother's Day. We don't care about Easter.
Joy is still open as
Nothing, you know.
Not a hero that we seldomly see.
What's a holiday, yo?
Baloyski, BBB. So far for Aura Esports, it feels like they have a foundation on what they want to play and how they want to play. Trying to bait out
But you better know you're not getting hold of any Moonton staff on Chinese New Year. You better know that, boys.
They're going to neglect the Joy and Angela.
Angela Joy!
That's the problem.
Oh no, it's Gugun on Nolan. Gugun on Nolan already did so well. Gugun on Joy.
Easter Mother's Day, though? We're working, baby.
Or are probably going to pick it up.
We're working.
Unless they say, nah, never mind. And then, I don't think Geek Fam can pick it up anyways now.
Joy XP. But I don't think it's
so.
That's viable.
But it has to be Angela Joy, right? There's the Angela. Give us the Joy now.
The Joy, please. Drum roll.
And do we just say 2-0 as the Joy gets picked up?
Oh, the
they don't
box,
go Joy. Wow. That's surprising. Very surprising. First time that Joy has been left open and not picked.
Okay, let's see here with the back shot. I guess they... Remember, this Angela pick is also a flex pick.
Holy Week is not celebrated widely in the U.S.?
I have my...
You mean,
I have my
Easter?
Angela mid, but let's see prove
Easter weekend?
Good response. Faramis, who is also...
Or are you talking about,
They opted for Brody this time.
a different, are you talking about like something else?
Go for the Tig, maybe.
The Brody pickup feels like this could possibly force Aura
Easter is celebrated very widely in the U.S. Are we talking about like Ramadan or something?
for Aura Esports to explore their drafts.
Don't talk to me.
Am I Muslim? No, I'm not Muslim.
One of the only times that we can see an assassin as well. We saw the Nolan. We could have gone to Joy, but then they decided to go Baxia. We've had enough of Baxia Fredrin, man.
Please.
Give us Joy, man.
Stop this matchup.
Stop it. But Aura, right now, if they want to pick a safe pick, it could be... I was about to say the carry or the quad for Kabuki, knowing that it could be banned away from him, but they go for X-Borg instead here to try to punish the clumped-up nature of the composition.
I know, but I know what you're talking about. Holy Week, like Good Friday.
The Geek Fam.
I know what you're talking about.
That's a strong focal point in those prolonged team fights. With this Fredrin as well against Boxia, you know, it's like a week in, week out type of
We celebrate.
matchup.
Like
And
my
that's what
daughter
we're
didn't,
seeing
school
so far.
shut down on Friday. Like school shut down on Friday. It's a long weekend.
Same.
Gugun with a Nolan was like a snake.
It is celebrated widely in America.
Using a Joy. It can be very slippery.
NACT is just not ran by Americans.
That's the problem.
We could have seen it.
Quite disappointed, but yeah, the bans now. Yuzong to deny Luke off of that option.
Churches and stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff will be shut down this weekend.
By Geek Fam. The Paquito will be ruled out as they have.
It's just not a full week thing, no. But it is. America is, if the most consecutive and popular religion in America is Christianity.
0% win rate right now for Luke. Valentina ban. I would expect Claude, or I would expect Geek Fam to actually...
If you had to say what religion our country is mostly, it is mostly Christian. It is a Christian country.
But no, they're actually just focusing Yehezkiel down. they're not convinced that this Angela could be flexed. They think it's just Yaoi.
I think they're also forcing this Angela to be mid by limiting the mid laner's hero as well, right? That's an angle.
They could go Lilia though still.
Also Lilia, but let's see here. What is going to be picked for Aura?
Yaoi looks like he doesn't want to be there. That's because they're about to stick him on Angela, bro.
Every time I saw Angela mid, it always loses. It doesn't really have that exact pressure exerted, especially when you're up against a Faramis.
Yeah.
I feel like the Angela does not.
The second most popular religion is McDonald's.
So I'd expect a boy.
No, it might be Angela mid. It might not be Angela Rome.
Something else up, but if it does go the way of
But
Angela
most likely
mid,
Rome.
you know, I feel like it still kind of works, but they will get their hands on the Claude before. And Kabuki with the Claude, still his win condition.
Yeah, his win condition plus an Angela, right? The Claude itself is already really good for Kabuki. Now with the help of the
Yes,
Angela,
Easter is in the
to
U.S.
help
calendar.
even further as this Claude carry. And honestly, with the Claude, yeah, I would say the Claude is one of the heroes.
Easter is a national holiday.
Mid-work because of his crazy damage. As long as you play around Exborg and Claude, you should
It's
be
like
good.
Christmas,
Very easy lineup already. They can
Easter,
dive together.
Christmas.
Exborg and Claude does damage together. Benedetta though, dude, and Florin.
They're
Oh
national
my goodness.
holidays.
What about the Cho here for Yaoi?
The Cho for Yaoi,
Possibly.
yeah, against the Brody too. It's up against the Faramis though, something that could save these pickoffs
Yes.
from Yaoi for Geek Fam, but it's Yaoi here.
He knows his ways.
To put it into reference, Onic M4 played with Faramis and Leslie, and CW just couldn't walk out, man. He got kicked 24/7. They could still go for more magic damage here. They could go for Lilia, but yes, they could very easily go for even Grok.
I mean, there's a Holy Week, but it's not like that. Everything is not shut down the whole week. I will say this. But like schools, so like question, are your guys' schools shut down for the whole week?
The magic damage, you know, Angela mid would not give that sufficient magic damage, but the Grok will come through. So
like for us, schools just shut down Friday, Friday.
Esports, the Grok
Good Friday, a lot of things go down, a lot of things shut down and stuff. So yeah.
Both, but now it goes to the hands of Yaoi. An all-round draft, I think, from both
So for
sides.
us, it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And the prolonged team fights will be there.
Whoa.
In the hands
Exactly.
of
Same for us. It's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We go with the rock and roll from the All-Stars Rave. Now, the draft index for both teams.
Let's see. With the Florin, the lineup rating is going to Geek. But the lineup ratings, by the way,
Do you know well about
since
Michael
yesterday,
Koskin?
have been too accurate. Actually, has been accurately predicting wrong. So, based on the lineup ratings, it seems Aura have the stronger composition. I would have to say so too, man. As long as this Claude doesn't fall behind, as long as Geek are not able to create the snowball with the Brody, Aura can just hold it down, weather the storm, and take control.
Angela mid and a Florin pick. Will this be a 2-0? Or will the Geek Fam squad be able
What's
to
happening
push
on
to
April
do
8th?
Game number 3. Geek Fam and RR Esports back on resume.
Let's see who will find game 2. Will it be Geek equalizing, forcing a game 2, or
Total solar eclipse that will cross North America.
ladies and gentlemen?
Gogun
That's
back
cool.
in the utility department. So this could, you know, we won't see him exert those flashy playstyles like he did with the Nolan. But I feel like that's where he excels. In the objective team fight, oh yeah, skill. He's just trying to melt down a boy in that altercation.
Exciting. End of the world. Total eclipse.
Actually, with the lethal ignition, so he wants to go for full damage. Google,
But shouldn't pay rent. No, you should not.
Evasive
And he
move
wins.
again. Oh, Gugun finding the red.
Oh, Beloyski down again.
Will find the first blood.
Or
Gugun
bullying.
now receiving damage, looking for an escape, and he will. And that's another early first blood for Aura.
Crazy fast clear.
Guys, the
man.
world has
Aura
already
has
ended. We're in a
utilizing
simulation.
fast
Come on,
clears
get it together.
Every single game.
Everybody
Gugun
knows that.
On the box shell will clear much faster than the Fredrin. And we saw it just utilized completely by Aura. The fact that Yaoi again was able to delay Hazel for a bit on the orange buff. And Gugun just winning the red tree battle.
He wins it. He wins it off and on the Lord or Turtle, even on the buffs. So Gugun already trying to exert even more pressure. Of course, Aura again getting that first blood. Again, it's Beloyski that has to fall. Kabuki. So gonna be safe. And I think now, for the side of Aura, they will play a much
So Brendan, was this a stimulation?
game.
Yeah, so it was very stimulating.
Supplementary support in this type of situation.
Yeah, weak side for Claude here, so Kabuki has to be very careful. Chidera has the Master Assassin, so this dive could be it could be done.
Okay.
Hard guard.
Okay, hard guard and a blazing red invested.
Oh,
Yaoi missed on that wild charge though, and that is the saving grace. Geek Fam will not lose a member.
Yikes, the wild charge was there to punish, but it just did not connect. And they lost one potential kill towards Chidera. I mean, the Brody could still survive, especially on how much of a lane bully it is. So I think Chidera won't really have that much of a problem. But again, Kabuki will have Yehaskiel on his wings.
Sure. I don't know if it's just me, but it just feels like Aran and Luke traded places, right? It's Luke on the Benedetta and the Paquito in this match. And Aran's on the X-Borg and the Barats. It just feels like they swapped their playstyles completely here. But yeah, I feel like Yaoi here right now, very, very, very annoying. 3 annoying here. Yeah, oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Defensive one, Aran under the turret, and Luke will find
Oh.
but no, that's insanity. Will secure the kill first. Now, moving on.
Yaoi on the old school Grok.
Okay.
Is there a problem with that?
Under the turret with the help of
Uh-oh, nice dive by Geek.
will fall here by Hazel, no, by Chidera, and it is actually Yehaskiel here now trying to survive.
Oh, Yaoi.
Towards you, but there is not enough damage to take any members of Geek Fam down as Yehaskiel flickers out and he survives.
They spent 4 members trying to dive down towards Kabuki. Thankfully, they had that another realm to back them up in the dive. Kabuki, of course, was trying to be saved by Yehaskiel with the hard guard, but it just...
Yaoi doesn't pick a skin and everybody loses their minds.
Brody, that's what you need to do. You
Part of the
need to
conspiracy,
stop
guys.
The Brody at all costs from taking turrets. That's how the Brody can really start to get online around the map. Once he gets one turret, he lane swaps over to the other side and gets more
And ACT
turrets,
is twice a year,
snowballing
yes.
harder. So the fact that they delayed that turret take up top.
Yeah, man, it's all part of the plan. It's strategy, bro. He blends in with the map.
Does seem like that's what
It's
they're trying to do.
camouflage.
In fact, though, Florin was last used in MPL IDC
Camouflage.
by Onic when facing Geek.
Italian.
Didn't manage to secure the victory. Florin hasn't
Fragile. Must be Italian.
Final blow already popped.
What you guys know about that?
Reset it. Hazel now.
Hazel, what are you doing, bro? What are you doing?
Hazel down and
Oh my god, though.
good. Luke now looking for Yaoi, petrified, invested. Yaoi
Oh.
looking for an escape under. the
No
turret,
skin
but
Yaoi.
Will be able.
Oh! Yaoi! The disrespect!
100 IQ Luke
Stop it, bro.
like a dog chasing
Luke.
a bone. But Yaoi was so
Oh my god.
that little pick off. And he's able to kill Luke in the process.
Holy.
That was crazy.
That was crazier than crazy. Yaoi, solo kill versus Luke solo with the turret.
No,
That was incredibly
bro.
well played, man. Stellar mechanics, good spacing, good side steps away from the eye for an eye and a dash. And now I think
Yes,
it's
that
apparent
ACT
we
is
don't see
twice a
Luke
year,
lot
just
on
like
the Benedetta.
MPL.
Maybe he's just not comfortable on it, man. Feels like it's just weird seeing him on this pitch.
Bro, where's the replay at?
Being able to see, his Lapu Lapus. I mean, he was
Has a family.
Yehaskiel is in trouble.
Taunted flicker away. Will have the space, but it seems like now Geek will not commit on towards the mid. Flicker wall charge on towards 2. The damage though. Will it be
Imagine
enough?
dying like that, bro. Luke's
And let's see.
man's got to be on full tilt right now. Depression just hit, bro.
Luke looking for an escape. Blazing duet as well.
Bro, Luke, what are you doing, bro?
The Aura side. Chidera will be taken out. Aura looking for Luke, but it seems like Luke.
Oh my god, though, bro. He's coming for you, bro.
Make sure that he will secure the kill.
Finally, a 5v5 ensuing. Yaoi is so aggressive with the Grok, the wild charges and the flickers. They're able to insinuate the fight. And Aura again coming up on top. Geek Fam again being left behind.
Yikes,
It's like
bro.
a deja vu from the first match.
Roadkill Luke, man. Gugu just drove him down. Oh my goodness.
Roadkill.
Oh, Aura are really feeling it here. The way that they've been playing the game, the tempo has been phenomenal. Every single time, never stopping the pace and really capitalizing on every single thing that Geek Fam are doing wrong. Every time they rotate a bit too prematurely, just with two members in the mid lane, overextending just a bit. It's always Aura with their mobility advantage again. Just like in game number 1, the fact that all of them had Wilderness Blessings, the fact that they were able to rotate around the map fast enough, gave them the advantage, and it's the same here. It does feel like Geek Fam aren't able to really handle the pace of Aura. The fact that Aura right now are able to just control every single lane, no turrets taken, by the way, despite it being a Benedetta. A guy that you would expect to be the one split pushing. Oh no, Luke.
Hold on.
Final blow to
Did I just hear something?
You go. See, Aura, they still haven't managed to take down the mid. Maybe, just maybe, that will be their next agenda.
I wonder what made Luke change his playstyle so, like, so much.
Maybe that's what the doctors ordered?
maybe the doctors ordered wrong, because, man, he was doing so well last week on the Lapu Lapus. Now he is getting outclassed by Aran. You play the Benedetta, the Paquito against Aran, the guy who mains these two heroes. He'll be able to pop off on you. He knows exactly the limits on these heroes. And right now, when we take a look at the items, man, that War Axe, the Brute Force, and also this time Kabuki getting that item Power Spike. He should be able to hit it in the next few, well, just a minute, I think. 9th minute, he should be able to get that already. Meanwhile, for Chidera, he's quite far away from, well, he actually technically has the Power Spike, but again, because he is behind, he is further away from actually reaching the Power Spike.
And Luke hasn't been able to activate the side lanes. Yaoi again!
Flicker, wall charge.
I got a message that kind of scared me.
Let's see, a boy and Hazel in the front side of the map. But take a look at Gugun targeting Last Insanity with the help of Yesker will find Maloyski. Now Hazel looking to find a front line, being the front liner, finding the kill with the help of Chidera.
Well played.
The skill it seems like, and that is a 1-for-1.
Feels like it is a shadow of his former self. It's not the same Luke we have seen last week. I mean, looking back at the first game, he wasn't able to activate the side lanes as a Paquito, and now as a Benedetta, feels like he can't activate the side lanes, and his mechanics are not comfortable enough.
No, not at all. On the Paquito, and especially on the Benedetta, my god, that wall dash, the Phantom Slash to the wall too. And it wasn't even Yaoi's wall, it was a random wall in the Lanadon.
Let's see here, the Lord, though, actually poked by Geek. Gugun in
Oh, Gugun!
as well. Now,
Gugun!
Kabuki with the blazing duet, finding one.
That's it.
Able to find two. Chidera falls as
Jeez,
well.
bro.
2 members taken
Aura's
out. Kabuki
cleaning
secures
up,
the
bro.
double. That's a 2 members taken out by Aura.
Gugun schools Hazel in that retribution fight. You want to win 50-50s, man? I'm the 50-50 king now. As Gugun secures that Lord Steal, and it's just going downhill for Geek Fam.
And Hazel was the guy with 100% neutral objective control last week. Now Gugun is showing him what the Rookie of the Week, week 1, week 2
Or
can
Express,
do.
baby.
He really wants that Rookie of the Week title back. Maybe even looking for Player of the Week the way that he is playing right now. These retries are so crazy for Gugun. Usually it's set up, etc. This time he's just driving by, retrying. My lord, this
Aura
is
definitely
scary,
looks
scary
better than how we
Right
saw them in the
now
beginning of the
looks
season.
Incredible. And Geek Fam are absolutely flabbergasted. Kabuki already with the Corrosion Scythe. He went for Wind of Nature first, not the Corrosion Scythe. That's why in the 9th minute he picked up the Wind of Nature and actually has helped them against Chidera so that he does not get bursted down. There's no kill threat for Geek Fam against even Kabuki at this point with a Hard Guard and Wind.
Draft is not able to supplement them in the prolonged team fights. I mean, they have to, you know, basically 2 lives in the Nether Realm and Beloyski with a flask. This was the Florian with the healing, but Aura Esports is just able to stomp on them. 2 kills so far towards Geek Fam's name. And Aura Esports just looking to ravage everything. Not even a silent activated, not even a tier 1 turret.
No.
Able to be conquered by Geek Fam. So this is trouble for them. Feels like they're not being themselves.
They severely lack damage too.
Igimo, what's up, man?
Damage first here because
2 hours for
Luke
next
has to have
match?
to see
Yikes, bro.
anti-halberd. He's not going to get through any of these frontliners with those 2 items. Not yet, at least, until he gets the Milfic Roar. And a boy has been...
We can watch some of
relegated
yesterday's
down
games, I
to
guess.
Just utility job. He has an NOD and an Enchanted Talisman. Nowhere near enough to go up against these tanky members who Oh my, Gugun already has an anti-curse, Sky Guardian helmet, and he's building towards an Athena shield. So good luck dealing damage to these frontliners. Chidera, it's crazy. They're so behind when it comes to items. And again,
no.
Stop it! They're already dead. And a boy and Chidera and Luke following up in the feast. This is just a massacre. Geek Fam having to lick their own wounds. It's like the same
Onic against BTR later.
as game 1. Feels like they're just waiting for their own demise to imminently happen.
Yeah.
Aura is just everywhere around their own faces.
because that's what will happen when you give a lineup like this, a Baxia, it's basically full dive comp, right? Aside from Kabuki, who will be the damage dealer, who can also dive, by the way. It's a very multi-dimensional hero pick there with the Claude, full items already, with a Windtalker too. No boots. Oh, no, he actually does have boots. He didn't go for Melfic Roar.
Or we watch Malaysia. I think Malaysia's going to have a game in between, a series in between, so it'll kind of line up well.
Split pushing in the side, forcing Geek Fam to make these errors.
Think of the damage, man. Oh my lord. Even forcing Balorskut to pop the bloom just to save Luke's life before the Lord. Let's see though. Will it come up? Wow. Soon.
Kabuki packing a punch. He's just ready to step forward, getting
They're
those
recalling too.
kill.
They're having fun at this point, right? I mean,
Recall fun. I mean, it's the All-Star Rave. They have to be having fun.
It's the All-Star
They
Rave.
have to. And so far, RR Esports, specifically Goodgun, has been very solid in the box. In hindsight, would the Joy be better, or you know, you're fine with the box, Angela?
if they play like this, I don't think it does.
You need to remove the recall button? No,
I
bro.
think with the Joy, they could have definitely made it work, maybe even more. Looking at how the game is being played right now.
What would MLB be without the
They're
toss?
going to crash the base turret and take it down without the Enhanced Lord.
Wow. Let's see here. Gugun versus Hazel. First game, 0 Turtle, 0 Lords for Hazel. Second game, likewise. Luke now receives damage. Top lane turret will be taken out next mid. And Aura has not yet pulled the trigger, looking for that.
Oh my!
opening.
Oh!
Tries to flicker while charge. Another realm triggered as well. Last Insanity. Everything in the kitchen sink.
They don't get that much though. Aura has to back off. Aura's got to back off.
Will be enough. Aura looking for the hills now. It's a 5v4 and Geek. They lost all of their turrets, but they find one.
Still an even trade, I think.
Ken, where you been, bro?
Crack the base wide open. It's
Where
just
you
a
been,
matter of
bro?
the finishing touches and how.
Bro, you missed this play earlier.
I would say it's a massive win still for Aura. They lost
That
their
was-
rover for 3
bro.
base turrets. Man, I think any team will take
Yawi
that
on
trade any
Grok,
day of the
under
week.
towered, Luke chasing. Yawi has like 10% health.
Very, very
And he just
static even.
jukes, bro.
Fleeting time.
He doesn't even juke.
At this point, I'm just waiting for the
He
whole
just
crystal.
walks away from Luke and they run in circles around the tower. Then Luke tries to get out of the tower before he takes a tower shot and Yawi traps him with the wall.
In case you think that the Claude
It was-
hasn't been doing
oh
too
my
much
God,
damage, here's a
bro.
bit more. Onto the frontliners.
It was
now. The
retarded.
Here's the blade armor for Hazel. Yeah, no, that's not gonna help. The Dominance Ice, only one. I only spotted one Dominance Ice, and it's on the Grok. So, okay, there's Yahezkiel with the NOD, that's why. So they already have two. Meanwhile, let's take a
You
look
missed
at
the most
Dominance Ice.
ridiculous play
Glass Cannon
of
goes
MPL
for
ID.
Chidera, actually, with the Melfic Roar, Sea Halberd, DHS, and the Heptasy, so he doesn't go for Wind of Nature. Not even Rose Gold Meteor, so right now, no defensive items for Chidera. At this point, I'll have to say, that's probably the best build for him, the Glass Cannon. Go big or go home. Same thing in game one, but this is the harsh reality when you are this far behind with no turrets. You will not even be able, for the most part, to enter your own jungle. Yawi is there, the Rock.
The Rock. And he has been a very solid Rock at that. I mean, now, Geek Fam naked without their turrets. The Lord, this time, in the eyes of Aura Esports, will Geek be able to turn the tides around? Hazel, though, engaging, and Yawi as the victim.
Kabuki 1v1 against Luke.
Upside. Oh, he's okay. Both are okay. Now let's focus on the Lord pit, Lord area here. Yeah, Geek, they are waiting to react as Aura. They are taking their time here. No hurry.
They have slow pushes built up top, mid, bot, every single lane with these super minions already. So really Aura are in no rush. That's why they're constantly just pulling the Lord over to the reset point so that they can play it play around it a bit longer. Hazel's doing a good job at pulling it though. Geek Fam will have to make a decision. At this point, they have to risk it. With the enhanced lord taken, I'm not sure if they can defend.
Oh, Yawi. Hardcard comes in on a Kabuki.
Completely. They will not collapse. Oh, feather round committed. Oh,
Free shotting. Free shotting. Still no blazing duet yet.
Oh, committed. Yes, kill. Finding one. Luke escapes. But now the damage. Chidera flickers. Good winner. But no.
There it is. Oh, he has to be careful though. Kabuki goes down.
Take a look. Is this a mistake? As Kabuki will be shut
Yikes.
down.
2 for 2.
Who finds a double. Yawi, pops it, conceal, and Aura. This might be a blunder.
Amash, thank you for the donation.
Last decided with the flicker as well. We'll find
First time, appreciate it.
And it seems like they oversay in the mid as Luke will fall as
Oh, no, 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 no.
is left in the land of dawn.
Light was there, but it was dimmed down by Aura. Now they're looking
GG's.
for the last member of Geek Fam.
GG's.
And it's in their eyes.
Maybe not.
Be able to hold on for long as Hazel now in the fray. But it seems like a Heskill will target the base. And the base will
Yeah, GG's, GG's.
collapsed. Will be taken now. And Aura, Kalina sweeps Geek Fam.
Geek Fam falter. That was so scary for Aura Esports. That was so close to a blunder. But the light was never there. The hope was never there. Aura was able to close it out in convincing fashion with minor hiccups, but they take the 2-0.
Chad mentality and the trust to their own mechanics to pull that off. They could have waited the long game. They could have waited for the slow push to build up even more in the far lane and then go back and forth with the Lord and then look for the 50-50s. But they were confident.
Yeah, we can watch Malaysia while we're waiting on the other series. This actually works perfectly.
When Kabuki gets taken down, you still have Aran, the guy that we said needs to be put on damage-dealing heroes. The X-Borg, yeah, quite similar. He does damage too. He does a lot of damage against the frontliners and even against Chidera. Chidera got melted down, man. That last insanity was just insanity. There's no last about that.
He carried that last fight as well.
He did.
From Iran. I mean, the damage dealers were dead. Kabuki was gone, nowhere to be seen. And Iran
Onic mic check.
swinging in, exploding mid-fight, getting the kills, and stabilizing that little slump that Aura had.
Glimpses of the old Aura, thriving in chaos.
100% for Gugu in 2 games, neutral objective.
Wow. It was an insane performance by Gugun and by Aura Esports no less. But of course, we want to hear what the victors have to say about this game. And the fans are ecstatic. The fans are going insane, seeing finally Aura could bloom. And trying to reignite.
Yeah, but it's in Indonesian, isn't it?
Insane team. And now the winners interview with Bude Mongstar up on stage with Aura Esports.
BCM.
2-0 kemenangan didapatkan dan dia Aura.
Amash, thank you for another donation. I appreciate it.
Bentar, itu udah jadi rutinitas ya. Recall bentuk V ya. Ide siapa itu? Coba kasih tahu.
Itu bentuk A.
Oh, A.
Aura.
Aura, tapi bisa V juga nggak sih? Victory for Aura. Bolak-balik loh. Ide siapa? Oh, itu ya, Yawi dulu. Kalian langsung, oke, gaskan aja.
Oke, ya.
Bude penasaran, minggu keempat ini kalian datang dengan sangat kuat, sangat gagah berani. Aran, kamu gimana ngeliat tim-tim lain?
I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what they're saying, bro.
Patience itself has already been set to a pretty high standard.
I mean, knowing the players coming in from Indonesia, you expect a certain level of mechanical prowess coming in from him, right? And I think that is to be expected, but anything more than that, how does he drive well with the team? Is he going to be making calls for the team as well on top of it as well? Is he going to be able to create these openings for the team overall? But more importantly so, how much is he going to ego challenge King Empire here? I mean, this is the debut game, right? So it's either you come out swinging like we've seen a lot of these imports actually show off in the first week of MPL, and he might just follow in suit.
Yeah, Sasa
I don't know who these
retirement
teams
for
are.
another season for this. All right, him and Zorn a pretty interesting story.
I think these players are also identifying that this is an interesting season. Let's put the fact that it's a chance to go to MSC for a pretty notable prize pool on the back burner here. These players do want to experiment with a lot of new lineups, with a lot of new faces coming into the MPL stage. Ever since a couple seasons ago, more and more imports have been making their names known among the community here.
Moon's hair is on fire right now, bro.
Talk about what's going to be happening on the other side as well,
to
right?
Onic versus BTR?
Definitely has a bit more of a legacy as compared to Malvis, for example.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, he's known for his killer instinct with assassin junglers. That's why you see Niners paying him so much respect. This Fanny first phase ban is very, very rare at this point.
We might just reboot stream in 2.5 hours, bro.
Then you look at KGE's ban, they already have banned the Joy, and Nolan is kind of a red side must ban unless you're ready to deal with it. So we have the 3 prime assassin junglers already removed from the equation.
But that begs the question, right? A lot of the utility and more importantly, so some of the other priority picks are left out in the open here. Let's see what the Niners are going to go for their first
Indo
pick.
needs to move to a rolling schedule like MPL PH did, bro.
100% win rate, 9 total bans. So many teams respect the fact
that's
that
crazy,
is good
man.
in every type of composition.
Yeah, we've
They're
seen
putting
that
the games
example
way
yesterday.
too far
Matilda was
apart,
left
bro.
open once and never again.
Yeah, absolutely. Besides that as
They're putting the
well,
games
heroes
way
like
too far
Ruby have
apart,
actually
bro.
been led through the draft, so I wouldn't be surprised if King Empire were to lock it in here. Both these teams definitely opening up the draft a little bit more to these common meta bans because they are focusing a bit more on taking out comfort picks. So compared to what we've seen today, where teams play it very safe to try and suss out their opponents, Niners and King Empire are already coming out swinging.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I like where King Empire is going in on this. They're going to get the Barats. They want to deny the combination with the Matilda, but also having a sustainable and, more importantly, a very stable gold lane in Claude.
And speaking about gold lane, the gold lane, the Sasa, he has a lot of accolades under his belt. He won MPL Dream Team, MPL Legend Award, and the M5 Day 3 Star last year back in 2023. So this man, he's a Kage for a reason, but kind of to carry on that legacy, is no longer the only Kage in this region, right? Udil has just joined the ranks of Homeboys, and how far can you keep that to your namesake? I think that is also something that Sasa, to a certain extent, will have to prove once
Casters
again.
are louder than you are, sorry.
True. And more importantly, so we're waiting for the rest of the Kage.
2.5 hours, bro. That's crazy.
I feel like we've said this before.
I have.
I mean,
it never gets old.
Dream played in like Daewoo United, went for like Nuclear Marshal and won. So come on.
At this point, you may as well keep it up, right? Every day is like day 3 of asking Trian to come until he comes.
Until he actually comes here.
Coming back into the draft, the Niners, we are seeing the export as well as the Fredrin get locked in pretty early on.
That's baby timetable. Baby time.
For the side of KGE. Pretty fast drafting phase here.
Yeah, Minotaur into Matilda, it's definitely Matilda favorite. So I'm interested to see what's the thought process for KG, right? How are they going to execute this draft? That
I can play like 4 games of fucking TFT.
Because of the involvement of that Matilda.
Not to mention that Ruby actually
Recap later. Good night. Good night, Ritz.
Through the first phase of the picks here. Don't know whether teams will decide that it's priority enough to finally ban it in the second phase, but that's a hero that has been seeing first phase ban ever since the start of the season. So both sides taking very interesting and innovative approaches to how they want to take this draft.
Yeah.
King Empire gonna be banning out the carry. Makes a lot of sense since they already have the Minotaur and Barats.
The last time that Ruby was picked was actually earlier today, right, by Grace. And after that, it was permanently banned, essentially. There's another answer with true damage aside from the export with just the Gourd. That could be an option for the side of the Niners.
Bro, should I just end stream for 2.5 hours?
Matilda Ixia combo where you can relocate with the Guiding Wind. I wonder if Moon wants to go for it. I mean, mid laner still has not been picked yet by the Niners.
It kind of depends on what they want to go for here. I feel like even for KGE, they themselves don't mind actually picking the Gourd up for themselves or add on having a Lilia. It really depends on what this next upcoming ban is going to be. We see the Paquito get banned out for the side of the Niners. Kind of makes sense here. I think that Smooth overall, I think he's too flexible of a player to really pinch him for now.
There's still the Benedetta in this arsenal, and we have not seen that. If there's one player that is going to pull that hero, I think the first one is most likely going to be Smooth.
I hope he uses the Quantum Edge skin as well. It's just so flavorful.
Yeah, I got the skin myself. It's very nice. It's purple. So, yeah, obviously going to have a bias to it overall. But We will see here. The Harif going to be focused now by King Empire. Makes sense. Basically the easiest choice if you want to go for a counter to Claude in that gold lane 1v1. As for Niners, they already focused on the EXP lane by taking out the Paquito. I wonder if they'll go for more.
Wonder if we would go back to that Bruno pick in the goal lane again. We did not see Bruno at all, not touched in the bans, not picked the entire day. Yesterday was sort of a different story, but in this case, when you want to go up against the Claude and the two strongest picks have been kind of removed, I believe Bruno is the next on the list.
Yeah, it could be a little tough to say here. Well, let's see, right? Let's see what the final bank from the Niners is going to be first, and maybe give us a little bit of an indication of what they want to actually provide.
There it is. Respect.
Heavy smooth focus in the second phase of bans for Niners. Look at that smile. He knows.
That's the most emotion you'll see out of him for a
Yeah.
long time.
He's going to be like, just like the old days, Terizla.
No,
Nothing
we
has
got to go
changed.
older. Esmeralda.
Oh, boy. I mean, it's not a bad idea. You do have Matilda, you do have
That's
Frederick,
true.
you know? It could work.
I don't know. I don't know if he wants to play the Esmeralda into the X-Borg matchup here this
Probably
time around.
not the best.
No.
idea.
If you pick Esmeralda, you're basically telling Niners that the first 15 minutes is all yours. But from that point onwards, then it's us.
What's up?
And Ruby actually is still open up until this point as well. They go
Sorry, I was
for the
reading
Lilia.
something. I was reading
Makes a lot of sense.
something on my
Very good
phone.
against the Fredrin early on.
All right. Question being, do we see the Gourd here? Do
Yep.
we see the Gourd from Moonji?
It might change a little bit with the Lilia on the side of KGE. But then again, you have the...
You have the Matilda.
Yeah, you have the Matilda.
I think that's the beauty of it all, right? Because now, when you have the Matilda, for most heroes who are like, oh, I'm immobile, I wish I had Flicker, you don't need that anymore. It's actually quite optimal to go for the Purify just so that you can actually have access to the Guiding Winds later on.
Well,
So,
The Pee Pee Poppy Poom.
Pee Pee Poppy Poom or Poo? Pee Pee Poppy Poom?
Is that it though?
Pee Pee Poppy Poom. Yeah, it is. You showed me on Wiki.
Yeah.
Well, guess what the Baksha? What sound the Baksha
I
makes?
could just.
Pop, pop, poppy, boom.
No? No. MVP. 216-577 GPM, 1220 DPM. But really, stats don't really like count here, the KDA. Because if it was based on KDA, it would definitely not be Gogun. But the fact that he was able
What is the
to
big
just find these
lead?
red trees like that. In game 1, it wasn't too impressive because most of the time it wasn't even contested. In game 2, though, however, a lot of times he just drove by, and even here he drove by Red Tree, killed Hazel, or actually killed Baloyski with the help of Yaoi, and Jukes. You just have to stay silent on this one.
Yeah, that recall.
A moment of silence for Luke on the Benedetta. We're never going to see that Benedetta ever again. And here as well, man, the fact that they were able, the Angela, letting go of the Angela, man. We haven't seen the Angela let go since, what, last week. And Geek Fam decided to go and leave the Angela open.
I might take it on. I might put it on BRB
And
mode, honestly.
They just left it open. I'm trying to find
debating
like
whether I
a
wanna
reason
end
as
it
to
or
why
just
they
put it
left it
on
open,
BRB
what they
mode.
were trying to do with the Angela left open. I guess they were looking for more team fights instead of the... But still, Aura, they just control these team fights. By the way, like a lot of positions, I want to talk about this Lord fight, right? They had the slow wave built up top. This was just a show of confidence. This was a declaration of war. This was a statement by Aura. We're like, we don't need the macro. We have the macro already. We have a slow push up top. We could just, you know, take the Lord for free and end the game the normal way. Or we could actually take it the fun way. Let's fight it out, nerd. I'm better than you. It doesn't even matter. And Aran truly showed that he was better. He's just better. He is him here, man. With the help of the hard guard, the Pee Pee Poppy Boom, and Aran just burning Geek Fam alive, man. These geeks didn't know what was coming for them.
The Dragons were coming for them. 16-5 again. It feels like a replication, an imitation of that first game and how they just stomped on the players of Geek Fam. I mean, Luke was not being himself. The Benedetta did not really achieve something of, you know, high gravity, and Aura just punished all the mistakes. I think for Geek Fam, you know, it was a boy trying to keep the team alive, being that solid, you know, solid tool for Geek Fam to prolong their lives. But still, Aura was just so much better
unfortunately, I feel like there is a bit of a disconnect as to how Geek Fam were trying to play this composition. They picked up a Brody very early in the first phase, but they ended up picking a Florin, right? As much as Florin can heal, can definitely understand the crazy healing, can go past even the NODs, the Dominance Ices. Still though, when you pick a Brody, you would expect more kill pressure so that the Brody can actually snowball harder in the lane, pick up these turrets, but in the end, we did see these dives just not work for Geek Fam, and I think it's due to them just not having any lockdown, no kill pressure.
Maybe
Seriously.
Kaja might work.
The Kaja, the Minotaur was banned out, but things like this, you know, Geek Fam were just not able to click with their composition and play the way they wanted. It's like a pseudo Ube. It's basically Ube, right? It's what Ube is. You want to get Brody in the side, or just a marksman, and then you want to clump up later. So Brody gets an advantage early on, clump up, rotate, and you have a person that split pushes. This is, I would say,
MPL
like
taking
a
a 2-week
blacklist draft,
break.
kind of.
I don't
you
know.
an
I
Ube
know
draft
PH is
with
taking a
usually
2-week
Edward
break,
on
right?
the Benedetta.
Like
Thing
there's
is,
no
Luke,
games for
I don't
them
think
this
he's really
weekend.
comfortable on his hero. I think we can safely say that now with his performance. They're trying new strategies, which is pretty cool, but I don't think they're in a place where they can afford to try new strategies. Gold per minute, though, here, still held down by Kabuki on the Claude. A signature pick for him. It was Claude and carry. He added one to the lineup, the Harith, in game number 1. But like you said, Gandhi, 3 turtles, 2 lords. 100% neutral objective control for King Gugun.
King Gugun.
That's his name back when he was in MDL. He removed the king, though, because now he's a dragon.
Now he's a prince.
What? That's
Prince.
not what a dragon...
Wait, do dragons roar?
Do dragons roar?
I think, yeah.
Can you
Maybe
imitate
not
the sound of a
squeal,
dragon?
That's for sure.
Maybe that's Gugun's future, because Aura players, for some reason, always go to Evos.
Oh. That's true. Wow.
This year, Russia will be
Uh,
a third
Here
year
first.
Think so?
Trying to see something, forecasting the future. I mean, it's crazy. But of course, now we will see the golden moment. Decided by UBS Gold.
Kata stiker. Ada bro. Masuk ya, lihat guys. Oke bro. Bro di shot. Gas. Aman. Fluid verify ya, guys. Aman. Pecah semua nih, no verify.
Sorry, guys.
Pelan. Buknya masih ada. Bet di belakang guys. Lihat Buki. Bisa pok depan dulu, pok next war bok.
Oke.
Gasman. Mati. Kelar. Gol. Kada wave dia.
Uh-oh.
Nice boy, gas. Bisa coba.
Nice, boys.
Satu atas, satu bawah, satu kiri, satu tengah. Pelan-pelan ya guys. Tower lock. Nice.
Darok.
Wow. It's insane to see how Gugun has this kind of like cold killer face. But when he's inside, when he's in the zone, when he's ready,
when he's
to
locked
pounce, when he's locked in, he's screaming, and that scream kind of represents what Geek Fam is feeling.
Yeah, they're feeling down for sure right now after that loss. That probably is the sound of help for Luke, especially in that game on the Benedetta, man.
Wow,
such an unfortunate game for him, man.
After that
solo kill by Yaoi.
outplay.
Yeah, that was gross.
Yaoi took his soul after that one.
Yaoi did take his soul after that one, bro.
And
broken
sword indeed. Of course, for RRQ Esports, they will enjoy this 2-0 victory. And Geek Fam feels like they have to be even falling down to that bottom standings. So
Right
sad.
before the break as well.
Before the break.
The break is important because that's going to be a long, hard reset for most of the teams. And
Very long, hard reset. 2.5 hours.
A good question.
If you guys don't know what break we're talking about, right after this week, MPL ID will be on
here we
break
go.
for, I believe, 2 weeks.
Yes.
And then we will return with week number 5. So definitely a bad end of the first half of MPL ID Season 13 for Geek. But we have seen Geek come back before. I think we have to believe in the process again for Geek Fam. We've seen it before.
That guy is
for all
fake
you guys
casting? What do you
back
mean
at
by
home.
fake
MPL
casting?
ID Berkah Ramadan. You guys can
What is
go
fake
and
casting?
join this event with Samsung Galaxy as well. You can join the draw and get prizes, rewards. Look at this. Samsung A series.
Wow.
30,000 diamonds. Wow. And the drawing process period will be on the 22nd all the way to the 31st of March. What are you doing? It's today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day, 31st of March.
The last day to, get your hands on these prizes. It's very generous of Samsung Galaxy to partner with us for this Berkah Ramadan. Thank you, Samsung Galaxy. Of course, it is so generous of them. And after Ramadan comes Idul Fitri. And of course, for MLBB, we are also going to bagi-bagi THR, which means giving away Idul Fitri gifts. Of course, with a total of 400 HP permanent skins, Ramadan 2024, Avatar Borders, and more. And these are the gifts that are going to be
Indonesia will probably
away.
never move to a
And
rolling schedule
that,
just for that, actually.
The timeline would be from
The
11th
breaking of
March
the
up to
fasting.
7th of April 2024. So please join now to make sure.
Indonesia is a pretty Muslim country. When I was in Indo,
Bonus, the Hari Raya bonus.
Um,
Day
you would
bonus, the
hear,
RBB.
yeah, you would hear
You
like
know we call it
prayer
THR,
time
but
and all
also
that
for you guys
stuff.
back at home who saw the concert earlier, right? You saw the rave concert, man, Melissa. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys want to join in the event, you guys
Whoa,
can actually
bro,
go to
Mirko.
here in Indonesia to visit and
Oh no.
scroll down.
It's happening now, by the way.
Yeah, it's happening right now. Started yesterday, and then today we have it too, and then tomorrow we also have an event going on. So there's going to be layers on layers of events. Today it's the concert that we will see there, and then tomorrow, guess what? Cosplay, bro.
Cosplay, of
Ooh,
course.
Rossy's
And alongside
favorite.
that, you also have the Pesta Mabar All-Stars, which
This is
means you'll be able to play with your favorite KOLs, be it R7, be it
Melissa,
Donkey, be it Melissa, be it Mirko maybe, but I think you're not gonna go there.
He let his intrusive thoughts win today.
Mirko. But of course, that will take place in Pakuan Mall Jogja in Jakarta. So don't miss out on the fun and join the excitement of Week 4 Special All-Star Week at the MPL Arena later on, in the timeline as well.
Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be fun. It's going to be super ravey as well.
Ravey.
Ravey?
Yeah. Mirko will be there for the Melissa.
And it's gonna be very ravey.
Bro, ever since Navarro
Mirko's gonna be real ravey.
I had to just W man's up, W Riz up, and now Melissa's a singer too, so.
Yeah. Now it's time for us to throw to the break as well. We'll take a break shortly before we enter Onic versus BTR. Stay tuned at MPL Indonesia Season 13. Boo. Bye-bye. Rawr.
Welcome to MPL Indonesia Season 13.
All right, guys. Where's that timer at? He said Gia on stream. He did say Gia on stream, yo.
Galaxy A55 A35 5G, awesome tiap hari. Ini Galaxy A55
Hold on.
Ngegame lancar, win streak terus-terusan, bisa tahan 2 harian. Nah, ini Galaxy A35 5G. Bisa terus berkreasi walau dalam gelap dan tanpa batas.
There it is.
Makin aman dengan Oxford. Be awesome every day.
Oh, God. Bro, 2 hours. What do you mean 1 hour? That's 2 hours, bro. Yeah, 1 hour and 57 minutes. Tough, bro. What does Giat mean? Yeah. Well, I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'm not sitting here for 2 hours watching old games. I'm sorry. I'll lose all energy. See you guys later. Much love.
Tambah mudah di dunia games. Pilih game, masukkan game ID. Pilih Diamond. Masukkan kode promo dan pilih metode pembayaran. Masukkan kode OTP. Selamat, kamu dapat tambahan kuota. Upgrade gameplaymu sekarang.
Games andalanku bikin mainku semakin hebat. Tukar degering, diamond dan voucher game kau dapat. Main MOBA apa aja win streak di tanganmu. Cuma Games Max makin no debat.
Beli paketnya dan aktifkan boosternya sekarang.
Character select.
Winner.
You lapper.
Stop! Pakai klik Indomaret, belanja 1 jam sampai dan gratis ongkir loh.
Wah, belanja online kayak belanja di toko Indomaret.
You kenyang, siap main lagi.
Let's go!
Belanja online seperti di toko.
And there's no one I'd rather be. You can sit around and wait and see. For a moment I'll be standing free. So hurry up and wait for me. Got a bag of chips by the sea. The sun is blazing down. I've got my smile now. Here's the thing, your chips will really make me sing. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, I'm right where I wanna be. We've got time to take it easy. You always tell me to speed up, but slow down. I've been kicking my feet up and just going to town. A bag of chips in hand, I got nothing planned, yeah. Good treats by the sand, you know I wanna chow down. Oh yeah. So when you ask me if I'm gonna stay,
Portal and Alpha ults in to flip this fight around. A great example of skills persisting through portals.
Double kill.
Cyclops is taking a serious beating from Gord, but it's Chip to the rescue. Will he make it? What a clutch save! Poor Gord just got jumped JJK style. Arlup's just in time for the buy one, get one special. Man, next time look before you enter enemy portals. Uh-oh! Cyclops is about to overstay his welcome. Is this deja vu? Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Boom! Melissa joins the party. Chip runs a BTC. Sheesh, what a massacre! And to add insult to injury, Melissa portals back to her lane without missing a beat. A skirmish breaks out. Where's Chip going? Is he gonna... He flickers to the high ground. Portals up. Surprise! Brody gets deleted. Can Red Team make it back in time? No shot! What an insane portal strat!
Leslie! Meet Mr. Bunny! Ta-da! Now you'll be the best sniper ever!
No! It's a decoy! I'm sorry.
Leave me alone.
Over here, Ender.
So let me know where to go. So let me know where to go. I wanna find you. I wanna find you. I wanna find you. I wanna find you. Great job, guys!
Versus satu Scalar Gadget Duel dan Albert di sana. Ternyata harus hilang.
Avalanche fight as long gets instantly shot down by the Blazing Duet, as well as the Electro final blow. This is going to be easy cleanup for Todak as most of the...
Apat yun, pero nasipa din siya. Yung ninakaw na sipa. Buhay pa rin. Ang 41!
Backline already, and you're running for the lives, gunning it. David trying to drag the members of RRQ right underneath the turret. It's not enough though. Gray coming all the way in. He cleans it all the way up. Just no way for him to run. Just
Kita kata ada satu buah reward point deploy siya membuang.
Galaxy A55, A35 5G, awesome tiap hari. Ini Galaxy A55 5G. Ngegame lancar, win streak terus-terusan, bisa tahan 2 harian. Nah, ini Galaxy A35 5G. Bisa terus berkreasi walau dalam gelap dan tanpa batas. Makin aman dengan Oxford. Be awesome every day.
Pakai aplikasi GoPay, dompet andalan gamers. Banyak damage-nya. Ada cashback hingga 20.000 buat upgrade skin baru. Aplikasi ringan gak makan memori. HP lemot bisa victory. Top up langsung dalam game tanpa hambatan. Ikutan selebrasi MPL di aplikasi GoPay. Menangkan total hadiah ratusan juta. Bonus stage. Gratis 100 kali transfer kemana aja. Beli pulsa harga termurah. Scan QRIS dengan mudah. Download sebelum mabarkan.
Tambah mudah di dunia games. Pilih game, masukkan game ID. Pilih Diamond, masukkan kode promo, dan pilih metode pembayaran. Masukkan kode OTP. Selamat, kamu dapat tambahan kuota. Upgrade gameplaymu sekarang.
Game smash andalanku bikin mainku semakin hebat. Tukar DG rings, diamond dan voucher game kau dapat. Main MOBA apa aja win streak di tanganmu. Cuma game smash makin no debat.
Beli paketnya dan aktifkan boosternya sekarang.
Character select.
Winner.
You lapper.
Stop! Pakai klik Indomaret, belanja 1 jam sampai dan gratis ongkir loh.
Wah, belanja online kayak belanja di toko Indomaret.
You kenyang, siap main lagi.
Let's go!
Belanja online seperti di toko.
I'm me, and there's no one I'd rather be. You can sit around and wait and see. For a moment I'll be standing free. So hurry and wait for me. Got a bag of chips by the sea. The sun is blazing down. I've got my smile now. Here's the thing. Your chips really make me sing. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, I'm right where I wanna be. We've got time to take it easy. You always tell me to speed up, but slow down. I've been kicking my feet up and just going to town. A bag of chips in hand, I got nothing planned, yeah. Good treats by the sand, you know I wanna chow down. Oh yeah. So when you ask me if I'm gonna stay, I'm promising you I will. 'Cause there's one thing we gotta do. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, and right where I wanna be. We've got time to take. And all that I wanna be.
Your MVP is Chip! His portals completely set the pace of the match from start to finish.
Wow, another MVP? That's my chip.
Just doing my job.
Can I see the highlights?
I'm off the clock.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your portals in action.
Looks like Red Team's trying to catch Chip alone up top. But he just calmly got his portal and Alpha Ults in to flip this fight around. A great example of skills persisting through portals.
Double kill.
Cyclops is taking a serious beating from Gord. But it's Chip to the rescue. Will he make it? What a clutch save! Poor Gord just got jumped JJK style. Arlot's just in time for the buy one, get one special. Man, next time look before you enter enemy portals.
And then Galaxy A55, A35 5G, awesome tiap hari. Ini Galaxy A55 5G. Ngegame lancar, win streak terus-terusan, bisa tahan 2 harian. Nah, ini Galaxy A35 5G. Bisa terus berkreasi walau dalam gelap dan tanpa batas. Makin aman dengan Oxford. Be awesome every day.
Pakai aplikasi GoPay, dompet andalan gamers. Banyak damage-nya. Ada cashback hingga 20.000 buat upgrade skin baru. Aplikasi ringan gak makan memori. HP lemot bisa victory. Top up langsung dalam game tanpa hambatan. Ikutan selebrasi MPL di aplikasi GoPay. Menambah total hadiah ratusan juta. Bonus stage. Gratis 100 kali transfer kemana aja. Beli pulsa harga termurah. Scan QRIS dengan mudah. Download sebelum mabarkan.
Tambah mudah di dunia games. Pilih game, masukkan game ID. Pilih Diamond, masukkan kode promo, dan pilih metode pembayaran. Masukkan kode OTP. Selamat, kamu dapat tambahan kuota. Upgrade gameplaymu sekarang.
Game smash andalanku bikin mainku semakin hebat. Tukar degerings, diamond dan voucher game kau dapat. Main MOBA apa aja win streak di tanganmu. Cuma game smash makin no debat.
Beli paketnya dan aktifkan boosternya sekarang.
Character select.
Bener.
You lapar.
Stop! Pakai klik Indomaret, belanja 1 jam santai dan gratis ongkir loh.
Wah, belanja online kayak belanja di toko Indomaret.
You kenyang, siap main lagi.
Let's go!
Belanja online seperti di toko.
I'm me, and there's no one I'd rather be. You can sit around and wait and see. For a moment I'll be standing free. So hurry up and wait for me. Got a bag of chips by the sea. The sun is blazing down. I've got my smile now. Here's the thing. Your chips really make me sing. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, I'm right where I wanna be. We've got time to take it easy. You always tell me to speed up, but slow down. I've been kicking my feet up and just going to town. A bag of chips in hand, I got nothing planned, yeah. Good treats by the sand, you know I wanna chow down. Oh yeah. So when you ask me if I'm gonna stay, I'm promising you I will. 'Cause there's one thing we gotta do. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, I'm right where I wanna be. We've got time to take. And all that I wanna be.
Your MVP is Chip! His portals completely set the pace of the match from start to finish.
Wow, another MVP? That's my chip.
Just doing my job.
Can I see the highlights?
I'm off the clock.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your portals in action.
Looks like Red Team's trying to catch Chip alone up top. But he just calmly dropped his portal and Alpha ults in to flip this fight around. A great example of skills persisting through portals.
Double kill.
Cyclops is taking a serious beating from Gord. But it's Chip to the rescue. Will he make it? What a clutch save! Poor Gord just got jumped JJK style. Arlot's just in time for the buy one, get one special. Man, next time look before you enter enemy portals.
Galaxy A55, A35 5G, awesome tiap hari. Ini Galaxy A55 5G. Ngegame lancar, win streak terus-terusan, bisa tahan 2 harian. Nah, ini Galaxy A35 5G. Bisa terus berkreasi walau dalam gelap dan tanpa batas. Makin aman dengan Oxford. Be awesome every day.
Pakai aplikasi GoPay, dompet andalan gamers. Banyak damage-nya. Ada cashback hingga 20.000 buat upgrade skin baru. Aplikasi ringan gak makan memori. HP lemot bisa victory. Top up langsung dalam game tanpa hambatan. Ikutan selebrasi MPL di aplikasi GoPay. Menambah total hadiah ratusan juta. Bonus stage. Gratis 100 kali transfer kemana aja. Beli pulsa harga termurah. Scan QRIS dengan mudah. Download sebelum mabarkan.
Tambah mudah di dunia games. Pilih game, masukkan game ID. Pilih Diamond, masukkan kode promo, dan pilih metode pembayaran. Masukkan kode OTP. Selamat, kamu dapat tambahan kuota. Upgrade gameplaymu sekarang.
Game smash andalanku bikin mainku semakin hebat. Tukar degerings, diamond dan voucher game kau dapat. Main MOBA apa aja with streak di tanganmu. Cuma game smash makin no debat.
Beli paketnya dan aktifkan boosternya sekarang.
Character select.
Winner.
You lapper.
Stop! Pakai klik Indomaret, belanja 1 jam sampai dan gratis ongkir loh.
Wah, belanja online kayak belanja di toko Indomaret.
You kenyang, siap main lagi.
Let's go!
Belanja online seperti di toko.
It's only you who rocks my world.
I'll be, yeah, I'll be wherever I wanna be. Wherever I wanna be. We don't get no sleep because I'm party.
Well, I'm me, and there's no one I'd rather be. You can sit around and wait and see. For a moment, I'll be standing free. So hurry up and wait for me. Got a bag of chips by the sea. The sun is blazing down. I've got my smile now. Here's the thing. Your chips will really make me sing. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, I'm right where I wanna be. We've got time to take it easy. You always tell me to speed up, but slow down. I've been kicking my feet up and just going to town. A bag of chips in hand, I got nothing planned, yeah. Good treats by the sand, you know I wanna chow down. Oh yeah. So when you ask me if I'm gonna stay, I'm promising you I will. 'Cause there's one thing we gotta do. Come on, relax and have some chips with me. Chill out, lay back, I'm right where I wanna be. We've got time to take, yeah. And I'm all that I wanna be.
Your MVP is Chip! His portals completely set the pace of the match from start to finish.
Wow, another MVP. That's my chip.
Just doing my job.
Can I see the highlights?
I'm off the clock.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your portals in action.
Looks like Red Team's trying to catch Chip alone up top. But he just calmly dropped his portal and Alpha ults in to flip this fight around. A great example of skills persisting through portals.
Double kill.
Cyclops is taking a serious beating from Gord. But it's Chip to the rescue. Will he make it? What a clutch save! Poor Gord just got jumped JJK style. Arlux just in time for the buy one, get one special. Man, next time look before you enter enemy portals.
And then? surrender.
Versus satu Scalar can you do it? Dan Albert di sana ternyata harus hilang.
Avalanche fight as Long gets instantly shot down by the Blazing Duet, as well as the Electro final blow. This is